come back, we'll be joined by Michelle Margot, who will tell us about a Major League debut. Abraham Torro, the newest member of the Astros. He'll wear number 13, the 22-year-old ready to go.
At Saltgrass, we're all about great steaks, but there is a lot more to our story. Farm-to-table ingredients, freshly caught seafood, and our famous craft cocktails. Great certified Angus beef steaks, and a whole lot more. Come taste the greatness. Saltgrass Steakhouse.
You got this?
Minute Maid lemonade, made with real lemons. Great choice for a hot summer day. Just as good as signing your son up for T-ball.
Go!
Looks like someone just started his lifelong journey to the Hall of Fame.
Yeah! Okay.
Well, maybe the journey starts next season.
What if I told you Colin McHugh was capable of doing the impossible? Dodging liners, allowing his defense to turn two. You don't believe me? You'll have to see it for yourself. On Saturday, August 24th, 15,000 fans will receive a Colin McHugh dodging bobblehead presented by Germania Insurance. For tickets, visit astros.com/promotions.
When you set the bar high, push it higher.
Call third strike. Give him a dozen strikeouts.
When you hit a wall, run through it.
Reddick back. He's at the wall. He jumps. He makes a tremendous catch. He robs a 3-run home run.
And when they take it from you,
Deep to left field. Ball game over.
take it back. Now is the time. Time for big plays, big stars, bigger moments.
Gilly, has he done it? Tie game. At the wall, he jumps. He makes a tremendous catch.
Our team, our city, creating our history.
Really emotional win for us.
We have a great lineup. It's pretty special.
Time to rise.
Altuve deep to left field.
Rise together
Jose Slam.
on AT&T Sportsnet.
Welcome to downtown Houston for the fourth and final game of the series against the Detroit Tigers. Well, the Astros are putting a new third baseman out there today. Abraham Torro, the 22-year-old, got the call today after producing big time in both AA Corpus Christi and AAA Round Rock. He's actually going to be our Shiner Box spotlight today in his big league debut. His ability to play the infield made this a very easy choice for general manager Jeff Luna with Diaz and Correa out. And Torro was a fifth-round pick in 2016 and has been quietly working his way through the Astros farm system the past few years, but he took a huge step forward this season after simplifying his approach in the Arizona Fall League. And A.J. Hinch watched him hit .341 in spring training this year in 25 games, and he did not stop there. He hit 16 home runs in Corpus Christi and then flat out raked in Round Rock with a 1.112 OPS in 16 games, and he even hit his first AAA home run last night in Memphis. Very excited to see what he can do for this club, but his starting pitcher tonight, Garrett Cole, is on a historic strikeout pace, and he's facing a very aggressive, free-swinging Tigers team. So how will things play out in Game 4? TK and Plummer are back with Garrett's first pitch when we come back.
The National Clearance Event is on at Gullo Toyota in Conroe. You'll find an outstanding selection on new Toyota Highlanders with 0% financing for 60 months. Or take $3,000 off MSRP. And Camry buyers take advantage of 0% financing for 60 months on Camry. Check out the savings at Gullo Toyota in Conroe.
Aiden, come on, let me put on your boots.
The moments that matter in life aren't the ones you see coming.
Please put on your boots.
No. They're unplanned, unexpected, and occasionally unbelievable. Securian Financial offers insurance, investment, and retirement solutions that give you the confidence to enjoy the here and now, so you can make every moment count.
Hi, Mattress Mac here at Gallery Furniture, and the most important thing you can do to improve your health is to sleep better. Start sleeping better tonight by coming out to Gallery Furniture today, buying a new Sealy Posturepedic, buying a new Stearns & Foster, Tempur-Pedic sleep set today. Gallery Furniture delivers tonight, and you'll regenerate your body every single night. Feel better and live better. And right now, buy your Tempur-Pedic sleep set, $3,000 or better. If the Astros win it all, you get it all free, free, free. Buy your furniture today. Gallery delivers tonight.
We're pretty different.
We're all unique in our own ways.
Somos muy diferentes.
Muy diferente.
Verizon knows everyone in your family is different.
There are so many of us doing so many different things.
That's why Verizon lets everyone mix and match different unlimited plans.
Sebastian's the gamer.
This is my office.
And now with more plans, everyone gets what they need without paying for things they don't.
The plan is so reasonable, they could stay on for the rest of their lives.
Did you get that on camera?
New plans now starting at $35. The network more people rely on gives you more.
Announcing the Hurry Up and Save event at Gallo Ford in Conroe. Buy a new F-150 Super Crew for only $27,500 with Ford financing, $28,250 without. And new F-250 Super Duty is on sale for only $37,500 with Ford financing, $38,500 without. Hurry up and save at Gallo Ford in Conroe.
Astros baseball on AT&T Sportsnet is brought to you by Rooms to Go. Get one-stop shopping plus decorating made easy. That's Rooms to Go. And by Volkswagen and the 7-seater Atlas SUV. Astros saw their winning streak against the Tigers last night come to a close at 8 games. It was also the end of an 8-game home winning streak. Tonight they'll try and start a new streak on both fronts with the starting pitcher on the mound for the Astros, Garrett Cole.
Our Best in Texas Power Pitcher is presented by your local Ford dealers. And oh, happy day, Garrett Cole is back on the mound, and he's bringing that electric fastball. Usually we say elevate to celebrate getting the ball out of the ballpark, but it also works on the pitching side, and he has done it, elevating that fastball up in the zone to a tune of keeping hitters to an .096 batting average. And he has struck out 72 hitters with that fastball up in the zone.
This is a very aggressive team, the Tigers are, and especially on elevated fastball.
Do not make a lot of contact with that pitch up, and you're right, the 95+ mile-an-hour fastball up in the zone creates issues. And against the 95+ mile-an-hour fastball, the Tigers are hitting .243, which is 20th in the major leagues.
They have the highest chase rate of anybody in the big leagues and the fewest take percentage. As we look at their lineup today, Ron Gardenhire will send out Victor Reyes again in the leadoff spot, followed by Harold Castro in center field. Miguel Cabrera hits third. Nico Goodrum back in the lineup. He'll play shortstop and back cleanup. Brandon Dixon is at first base. Travis Demerit in right field. Ronnie Rodriguez at second base. Joel Lugo at third, and Jake Rogers catches and bats ninth for the Tigers. The Astros starting defense is presented by Xfinity. The outfield will have George Springer in center. Michael Brantley and Josh Reddick flank him. Abraham Torro makes his major league debut. Right now, he's the only guy on the left side of the infield, with Bregman, Altuve, and Gurriel on the right side in the shift. Martin Maldonado catches Garrett Cole. Underway on a Thursday night. Glad he could join us. Todd Callis, Jeff Blum, Michelle Margot. Astros looking to take 3 out of 4 from the Tigers, and especially interested in seeing Garrett Cole early on, as we also look at Abraham Torro making his major league debut.
Well, he's got a front row seat to watch Garrett Cole do some work. And how about early on? First 3 pitches, 97, 97, 96. That's a good sign.
Very good sign for Garrett, who has not pitched in 15 days. Last pitched against Colorado on August the 7th. And Reyes just barely stays alive as he fouls off that fastball with a late swing.
Yeah, that was the emergency hack.
Garrett facing the Tigers for the first time this season, and he starts off the night with a strikeout on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. Welcome back, Garrett Cole.
There's some electric heat on the outside corner, pretty much telling Victor Reyes, I'm going to throw fastballs away until you prove to me you can catch up to it. That's going to be tough to do at 99.
I think he's answered any questions.
Wow. Yeah, that was pretty good.
Here's Harold Castro. Great to see 45 back on the mound. Cole 45 delivers a strike to Castro at the top of the zone. Jeremy Rehak is the home plate umpire tonight. Tigers are a predominantly right-handed hitting team. At the top of the lineup, they have a switch hitter leading off. They have a lefty here in Harold Castro. And they have a switch hitter, Nico Goodrum, that bats fourth. The rest of their lineup is right-handed. Garrett normally doesn't see 6 out of 9 right-handed hitters in a lineup. And he's ahead 1-2 on Harold Castro.
Try and slow this thing down for everybody at home on our Mattress Firm Supermo. That is an electric fastball that we talked about where he's been successful up in the zone.
Swing and a miss. 99 for the first batter, 98 for the second batter. Garrett Cole off and racing tonight.
Yeah, I'm not sure what he's so mad about, but I like it. That delivery is so, you know, it's not a violent motion, but the pitch is violent. That's what impresses me most about Garrett Cole is, you know, that deliberate, streamlined delivery where he creates an amazing amount of velocity.
Now Miguel Cabrera taking a called strike. Back to the mound. Garrett Cole flips it to Yuli Gurriel. A couple of strikeouts and a comebacker. Garrett Cole with a strong first inning.
What if once in a blue moon happened more than once in a blue moon? Brewed with Valencia orange peel for a taste beyond the ordinary. Reach for the moon.
Gear up for back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
All right, so this is how it's gonna go down. You are gonna say, you'll get the best deal of the year on Xfinity TV and internet. And you even get this. Mike, you're on balloons. Sarah, you're gonna high five everybody. Ben, you're gonna be wowing them with your dance moves.
Don't miss the Xfinity Best Deal of the Year. That's simple, easy, awesome. Get amazing TV and internet during our Best Deal of the Year with huge savings of $600 over 2 years, plus a speed upgrade to 400 megs free for 2 years. And ask about even more savings with Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today.
I know what it's like to be in a financially struggling family. We had a lot of leftovers. I couldn't have asked for better parents, but like most people, they didn't have anyone to teach them the best financial habits, so we changed that. As a financial health coach, I help people every day. I try to put myself in their shoes from my own experience. I connect to them because I've been there. Helping families like mine save a little money changes everything. This is personalized guidance. This is Wells Fargo.
A.J. Hinch will send out this lineup tonight with George Springer at the top in center field, followed by Jose Altuve. Michael Brantley back in there after a night off. Alex Bregman back in the 4th spot. Yordan Alvarez and Yuli Gurriel. Abraham Torro bats 7th in his big league debut. Martin Maldonado and Josh Reddick round out your lineup.
Veteran Jordan Zimmerman on the mound for the Detroit Tigers. 16 starts this season. He's only thrown in 77 innings. You see that .303 batting average against. He has pitched in this ballpark in the past. He has a 2-3 record with a 3.34 ERA.
Zimmerman starting off George Springer with a pitch down and in for a ball. George 2 nights ago hitting his 10th leadoff home run of the season. Joined a group of now 6 major leaguers who have hit 10 leadoff home runs in one season. Charlie Blackmon most recently in 2016. Jock Jones in 02. Alfonso Soriano did it twice in 03 and 07. Brady Anderson in 96 and Bobby Bonds in 1973. And now George Springer can add his name to the list. And he's got a chance to set a mark. Alfonso Soriano owns the major league record with 13 leadoff home runs. That's not a home run, but it's going to be extra bases for George to start this game with a double into the left field corner.
Just another extra base hit to start a ball game for George Springer, and the Houston Astros are trying to get down and away with that slider. It stayed up out over the plate, and you might have benefited a little bit by that low launch angle if you're the Tigers, because that ball was hit hard and finds its way into the corner for a leadoff double.
George going from the batting gloves to the running gloves as Jose Altuve will bat. Altuve 5 for 15 in his career against Zimmerman with a double, a triple, and a home run in the mix. Jose takes one inside for ball one.
Zimmerman is heavy on the fastball. Second pitch he'll go to is that slider, then the curveball. The occasional split will mix in there.
He's actually throwing a lot of sliders to righties too, right? Just
well, yeah. I mean, he's so down on the fastball, down to 45, maybe 44.5% with that.
Velo used to be 92, 93s, now 90, 91. As he does deliver a fastball to Altuve, who fouls one back. It's 1-2.
Yeah, with that velocity dropping a little bit, you can see he's doing a pretty good job of locating early on. Fastball inside, outside, down. The slider is the pitch that kind of backed up a little bit that George hit. It's been a rough go for him since coming over to Detroit. 4 years with Detroit, he has a 5.47 ERA. That is not what they saw in Washington.
Altuve staying alive, fouling one back. Zimmerman's always going to be around the plate. His walks per 9 is amongst pitchers with 1,000 innings or more, the best right now of active pitchers. Altuve got tired of waiting for the 1-2 delivery.
And that bodes well for the Astros, who know the strike zone very well, and they're facing a pitcher who's going to be around or in the strike zone. Kind of takes away some of the guessing or patience. He can be a little more aggressive.
Altuve fouls away the fastball again. Even though normally Zimmerman attacks righties more with the slider than the fastball, just by a slight percentage, 40.6 to 40.1 with Altuve with 2 strikes. He's been throwing him a lot of fastballs. I think a lot of pitchers see Altuve take those sliders and just flare them into right field for hits so much. He does cover that outside pitch pretty well, even when he's off balance. And now down and in with a fastball. It's 2-2.
We're actually seeing the Detroit Tigers play Altuve a little more straight up. In the last couple of weeks, we've seen a pretty heavy shift on him. But there you see, this day and age, that's old school.
And he does chase that slider, breaking. Get Altuve for the first out. Time now to take a look at tonight's Chevy Stropole for the evening. We're going to ask you, Astros need a base hit or a to walk it off to win the game. Who would you want at the plate in that clutch situation? Would you want A, Michael Brantley, B, Alex Bregman, C, Yuli Gurriel, or D, George Springer? Astros need a hit or a walk to walk off their opponent. Who do you want at the plate? Send your votes to @ATT Sportsnet SW. Here is Uncle Mike. Michael Brantley back in the lineup. And had the day off yesterday where the Astros scored just 1 run against the Tigers. But with the day off, he actually moved into the top spot in the American League in bat. DJ LeMahieu went 0 for 5 in Oakland last night. Brantley, by the slimmest of margins, leads LeMahieu in the AL batting race, both at 340, 330.
Well, if multi-hit Mike can have another one of those games, maybe start to create a little bit of space.
Exactly 3 more at bats than Brantley and exactly 1 more. So the margin is as slim as it comes at 334. If Brantley went 1 for 3, they'd be in a dead heat. Brantley fouls one away. It's 1-2. '51 multi-hit games for Michael Brantley. No one has more in the big leagues. Right side, the shortstop Goodrum over there makes the play. George will cross over to third base with 2 outs. Now bring up Alex Bregman. With Brantley having the night off last night, Alex batted in the 3rd spot, but he's back in that 4th spot where he has been in the new revamped lineup 15 times and has a .382 average with 17 RBIs in those 15 games. Alex having another really good month of August. As he takes a fastball low for ball 1.
The shift is on, and it's brought to you by Geico. Even though they didn't shift on Altuve, they're shifting on Bregman, and the Tigers do it 26% of the time, with it, which is 11th in baseball. Well behind the Astros, who are 50-50 in the shift department.
Back to the mound. Zimmerman has it on 1 hop, makes the play, and that'll do it for the Astros. A leadoff double, no run score. We're scoreless after 1.
How do you win over fans? You give them something they love, something no one else can, something they can't get enough of. And then you give them more. Hurry in to see why Ram has the most loyal half-ton pickup owners during the Ram Summer Clearance event.
Now get 20% off MSRP on select 2019 Ram 1500 Classic models in dealer stock.
On the go? No problem. Your favorite teams are at your fingertips with an AT&T Sportsnet mobile app.
Justin Verlander strikes out the side.
Just download the AT&T Sportsnet app from iTunes or Google Play. Log in with your TV provider account info, and you're all set.
Jose Altuve putting on a show for these fans.
Wherever you are, take your teams with you with the AT&T Sportsnet app. Available to customers and participating TV providers with a subscription that includes AT&T Sportsnet. Territorial restrictions apply.
What the hell is a Buckeye, right?
A Buckeye is a poisonous nut. Come on, you can tell me I'm a big boy. I can take it.
I call myself the Bo Jackson of entertainment.
Has JB Smoove ever seen this putting style?
I mean, what is that? Does that somehow represent a Wolverine?
Well, you know, I think it's a winning tradition is what that looks like. How do you take it?
He was a big boy. He took it well.
My knees are good, dude. My shoes are great. You know what I mean?
Your shoe game is on
No, shoe game is tight, dog.
Quite a 14-start span for Garrett Cole, amongst the elite in the history of Astros pitching. Mike Scott, 86 into 87. J.R. Richards, 79 into 80. And Garrett Cole combining for 125 or more strikeouts and a sub-2 ERA.
Yeah, Cole and Scott looking really good, but those J.R. Richard numbers, wow. 144 strikeouts. It's getting after it.
Astros are 13-1 in Garrett's last 14 starts as he delivers a fastball for a swinging strike to Niko Goodrum. Goodrum just back in the lineup for the Tigers for the first time since Saturday. Been dealing with a groin injury. He's down in the count 0-2. You mentioned J.R. Richard and those numbers he put together. Garrett, if he gets to double digits in strikeouts tonight, would have his 14th game of 10 strikeouts or more. That would match a franchise mark set by J.R. Richard in both 78 and 79. Picked up 2 strikeouts in the first inning. Give him 3 as he gets Goodrum swinging for the first out of the second inning.
The scouting report is presented by your Greater Houston Honda dealers. Just threw that slider last 14 starts that we're talking about, where he has been racking up the strikeouts. That slider has been highly effective. Amazing, he's only throwing it 22% of the time, but a lot of strikeouts on that. The fastball has been very good, and here's a look at that sweeping slider. Almost might have been the spiked curveball on that pitch to strike him out.
Yeah, we may have to look at that again. That was kind of an in-betweener as Brandon Dixon with a count of 1-0.
It's all nasty.
It is nasty.
Yeah, it was a knuckle curve.
Yeah, Garrett, as you said, he spikes that finger up, so we can tell on the release.
Yeah, you can see the pointer finger up off the ball, so all the pressure is on that middle finger pulling down to create that spin. Also takes some of the velocity off.
Dixon hits a high fly ball into shallow left field off the end of the bat. Michael Brantley comes on and makes the play for out number 2.
What I love about Garrett Cole and everybody else in the rotation and the bullpen for the Astros is that competitiveness, that edge to him. It's almost as if Garrett Cole is communicating with Martin Maldonado right now, going, how did that guy make contact? What did I do wrong? He's concerned about it because he felt like that was too good of a pitch out over the plate.
Yeah, Garrett goes over and over how the game is going with his catcher basically after every inning. And even after that fly ball, you saw it, I saw it. He looked into Martin Maldonado and was just like, all right, where was that pitch? You know, was that where we wanted it?
Yep.
He is always looking for feedback. It's a different setup. I mean, Verlander has his style. JV makes in-game adjustments better than anybody, but JV does it kind of a lot of the time. He'll do it on his own and process it on his own, but Cole's always in communication with his catcher.
Yeah, it's a complete 180 as far as talkative during their starts between Verlander and Garrett Cole.
And Cole's one of those guys who can remember every pitch, every sequence to every batter he faces in a given night.
Well, he gives a breakdown after every start. It seems like in some of those post-game comments where about 3.5 minutes later, you've gone through every pitch.
That one's outside for a ball. It's 3-1. Travis Demerit with the first hitter's count of the night for the Tigers. See, Demerit called up on August 1st. He was involved in that Shane Green trade acquired from the Braves. He's having a nice season for AAA Gwinnett at the time of the trade, and now a chance to play at the big league level with the Tigers. And Green providing that back end of the bullpen help that the Braves needed. And the Tigers are hoping this 24-year-old outfielder could become one of the building blocks as they try and regroup after this season, as Demerit draws a walk, and that will not please Garrett Cole at all, as that was a not very competitive 3-2 pitch. So a 2-out walk issued by Cole to Demerit. Call up all your friends and make your reservations today, because brunch in the bullpen is September the 15th. Come eat brunch on the field, then pitch in the Astros bullpen. To see the full menu and to get your tickets, visit astros.com/brunch. So Cole allows his first base runner of the night. Here's Ronnie Rodriguez. We get to see him.
He's trying to find those edges. Some of those pitches look pretty good.
Justin Verlander pitched a complete game without throwing one pitch out of the stretch. Never did it before. His no-hitters, he had 4 walks. One of them had a walk in another one of them. It was one of the stranger games you'll ever see.
Oh, man.
It's hard to lose a game when you're that dominant.
Yeah, that was bizarre to have that line And that kind of excellence and not win the ball game is crazy.
He and Wade Miley and A.J. Hinch watching on as Garrett Cole with a 1-1 count on Ronnie Rodriguez.
Well, you're constantly trying to create similarities between Justin Verlander and Nolan Ryan and the greatness that they have, as you see the lowest batting average at home against a pitcher. Lucas Giolito jumping on there. But how about the fact you go out there and have games like that, you don't get the run support.
That ball's lined to left, and Brantley will have to play it on a hop as Ronnie Rodriguez, now 4 for 11 in this series with a couple of home runs, has done a nice job against the Astros in this 4-game set. He is a base runner on first with a first hit allowed by Cole.
Yeah, Rodriguez has looked good in this series against Astro pitching. I'm sure Brantley had thoughts of diving, but with a runner on, that ball gets by him and that run scores. It looks that much worse. Did a good job keeping it in front.
When Verlander was recounting his night last night, he said the pitch to Rodriguez wasn't that much of a miss. He wanted it maybe a little more elevated than it was when Rodriguez hit it out to right. The one he was really frustrated with was the John Hicks home run in the 9th inning. Felt like he missed his spot there and allowed a guy he knew growing up to win the game against him, as he watches on as Cole has an 0-2 count on Dewell Lugo. Lugo 1 for 12 in this series, 2 for 25 on the road trip for the Tigers. Tigers starting this road trip in Tampa Bay before moving on to Houston. And that is a called third strike. Lugo has a word for Jeremiah Rehak, but that split the middle of the plate. Garrett Cole with 4 strikeouts in the game.
Didn't break.
From the start, the C-Class was ahead of its time. Still, we never stopped making it stronger, faster, smarter. Because to be the best is to never, ever stop making it better. There's never been a better time to become part of the Mercedes-Benz family. Lease the C300 sedan for just $399 a month with credit toward your first month's payment at the Mercedes-Benz summer event. Hurry in now.
Uh-oh. Looks like someone's still nervous about buying a new house.
Is it that obvious?
Yes, it is. You know, maybe you'd worry less if you got Geico to help with your homeowner's insurance.
I didn't know Geico helps with homeowners insurance.
Yeah, they've been doing it for years. What are you doing? Big Steve?
Thanks, man.
There he is.
Get to know Geico and see how much you could save on homeowners and renters insurance.
Hey, Google, how far away is the moon?
The moon is 238,900 miles from Earth.
Far!
Google Nest Hub. Hey, Mom! By Google Nest.
PGA Tour winner's circle. Been a long time coming.
Tonight's Fan Cam is presented by GulloAuto.com. There is nothing like your Major League debut, and there's nothing like that moment for your mom, Jamila, watching on as Abraham Torro took the field as a Major Leaguer for the first time. And that is quite an emotional moment for her. And he will bat third in this inning, so we wish her and all the friends and family of Abraham Torro watching tonight the best. But what a moment, Blummer, huh?
Oh, that's awesome. I love seeing the reactions. And what's great, too, is that the Astros are obviously a competitive team and trying to get into the playoffs. And now he gets to be a part of it and enjoy what these guys are doing on a daily basis. It's awesome.
So we actually paid more attention to that 22-year-old rookie, but the other 22-year-old rookie who we've been talking about for 2 months grounds out to second base for the first out of the second inning. Alvarez retired. That'll bring up Yuli Gurriel. All of a sudden, Yordan in an 0 for 8 right now. As Yuli bats with 1 out and nobody on, and he takes a strike. Yuli had his 7-game hitting streak snap last night. Still coming in, batting .304, 7th in the American League. Slices one into the crowd. I'm sure you and Esh talked about it in the first 2 games of this series, but good to see the nets extended all the way down the lines for the first time here at Minute Maid Park. That was done while the Astros were on their 10-game road trip. You almost don't notice it because they've done such a good job with the knotless.
Yeah, they made a good decision in getting a net that is strong enough and thin enough to be able to see through it and still enjoy the game and protect the fans while these guys are trying to hit the ball as hard as they possibly can.
Try to hold up on a pitch away, and he does, says Alfonso Marquez at first. And Yuli has a 3-2 count. Sure, there are nerves on deck right now for Abraham Torro. Showed you his mom, Jamila. He's from a Venezuelan family that grew up in Canada. Speaks French, Spanish, English fluently. Broken bat. Yuli has the handle and part of the barrel, and the rest of the bat's between home plate and the pitcher's mound.
Yeah, bring out the cleanup crew. Oh, this will be great. Slider off the end of the bat and destructo. It's amazing how some of these bats will break. That's a maple bat, and it'll splinter down the length of the bat as opposed to breaking maybe at the handle like a ash bat would.
Ground ball towards short. 2 big hops for Nico Goodrum. And he makes the throw to first for the 2nd out. Now for the first time, Abraham Torro introduced. The numbers between AA and AAA, phenomenal. A AA All-Star who continued to hit well at the AAA level. In fact, he hit better since moving up to Round Rock. 28 for 66, a .424 hitter at the AAA level in 16 games. Torro just called up today, played his final game in the minor leagues last night with Round Rock in Memphis. Mom's not able to sit still, understandably so.
Showing good patience. Got a first pitch slider from the veteran Jordan Zimmerman.
When you see a debut, especially a switch hitter, does it bring back memories for you? Was your first AB lefty?
Yeah, off of Matt Clement. We were up in Montreal, and we were playing against the San Diego Padres, and it was, I believe it was 2 days after Tony Gwynn got his 3,000th in 1999. And Matt Clement, first pitch fastball. I think I swung at the second pitch and then swung right over the top of a curveball. Oh, man.
A little bit in front, but showing some power. That is upper tank.
Well, he made a friend up there in the upper tank with that foul ball. That ball was turned on. Well, that was a test from Jordan Zimmerman, and he passed. Good eye.
So his first big league at bat has a full count. Hit one about 400 feet plus, but foul. And he grounds one to the right side on a couple of hops. Torro flying down the line, makes it close. Dixon flips to Zimmerman. Well, Jamila thought that foul home run was going to stay fair for a moment. The celebration was short-lived, but a first AB in the books for Abraham Torro.
It's the Honda Summer Spectacular event, which means more of this. The kind of elation you can only experience after getting a great deal on a Honda Civic or Civic hatchback. Or an Accord. All come standard with the Honda Sensing suite of safety and driver-assistive features. And as you can see, all will provide you with plenty of joy. Come be a part of it today.
Get a great deal on the Honda Civic and find your happy place at the Honda Summer Spectacular event.
Little cabin by the lake. Leaky. Drafty. Perfect. Mismatched chairs gathered around a game board marked with house rules. Brats, bean dip, bottles of beer. Silly superstitions. Off-color victory dances. And two of the most cursed dice you ever saw. This is Shiner Country.
Your Texas Ford dealers support coastal conservation. We carry vital resources, fingerlings from hatcheries, and researchers to where issues can be studied. We're carrying forth the promise of a healthy Texas coastline to ensure we'll carry you to your favorite fishing spot for years to come. Join CCA now during the Star Tournament. The first 5 members to net a tagged redfish win a new 2019 F-150, plus a Haney Boat Mercury Motor and Coastline Trailer Package. Register today at your Texas Ford dealer.
Pedro Martinez is presented by Community Bank of Texas. Every time I see these, I pray that I'm not in these highlights because facing Pedro Martinez in '99 and 2000 was not a lot of fun. That season he had a record of 23-4. The ERA was 2.07. And how about 313 strikeouts? He was absolutely phenomenal. And all 4 pitches, the fastball, curveball, slider, and his changeup. He had a Bugs Bunny changeup that you felt like you could swing at 2 or 3 times before he even got to the plate. But he was a remarkable pitcher with the big hands, created all kinds of movement. And at that time, he was still throwing 96, 97 miles an hour.
One of the most dominant single seasons in Major League Baseball history as Garrett Cole faces the former Astro minor leaguer Jake Rogers. For Garrett to even be compared to Pedro in '99 is in and of itself pretty impressive.
Absolutely.
Garrett has struck out 4 in the first 2 innings. And he's ahead of Jake Rogers 1 and 2.
Yeah, we showed a couple of highlights or maybe some of the numbers. I think it was yesterday or the day before regarding Pedro, and I immediately got a text from Baggy because he remembers facing him in that All-Star game where he came in and struck out some pretty big hitters in that All-Star game. And he just said that's unlike anything he's ever seen.
Rogers goes down swinging. That's 5 for Garrett Cole. And let's comp Cole 20 years after the remarkable season of Pedro.
To be that close in whip is incredible. Just a half percentage point off from the strikeout percentage, but he's better as far as opponent batting average.
And he starts off Victor Reyes with a called strike. Reyes struck out on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball his first time up. To start the night, Cole had 226 strikeouts, so he's now at 231. Justin Verlander leads the major leagues with 239 strikeouts. Cole was on the same pace as Verlander. In fact, he was starting ahead of Justin. He would have made his 26th start before Verlander's 26th start. But he was scratched from his start Tuesday. Was also supposed to get a start on Sunday on that road trip. So Garrett, in essence, missed almost 2 turns in the rotation starting here on that Thursday, 9 days after he was supposed to start in Chicago. So they're in a battle for the Cy Young Award, and they're in a battle for the strikeout title. Could be a fun final 6 or 7 starts to watch these guys cheer for each other and go head to head with their accomplishments. Five of the 7 out so far are strikeouts for Cole. And Reyes staying alive on the 98-mile-an-hour fastball. When Garrett faced the Tigers last year, he actually struggled both times with his command against Detroit. Won both starts, went 5 innings once and 5 2/3 the other time, but walked 4 in each of those outings. Swing and a miss. Second time Reyes has struck out on a 99-mile-an-hour fastball. That's now 6 punch tickets for Cole.
Yeah, this will be the second time through the lineup, and you can see first at bat he was all over the outside corner. Here he tried to throw a couple more sliders getting in on the hands of Reyes, and he fouled some of them off before he finished them off on that outside corner again.
Thank goodness the little hamstring issue was just a little temporary scare in the span of a full 162-game schedule. Astros lost Garrett Cole for basically a little more than a week, and he looks like the same guy that was pumping strikeouts before that little setback. One and 2 the count.
This ball bounces well out in front. Almost got the swing.
They listed it on the big board as a curveball at 87 miles an hour.
Power curveball.
Wow. That's a swing and a miss. Castro trying to hold up, but he is punched out for the final out of the inning. Garrett Cole strikes out the side in the 3rd. He has 7.
All right, who's up first? Oops, next.
H-E-B creations are creamy and have like 1905 flavors.
Not quite.
Chocolate caliente mexicano de creamy creation.
So close.
It's good.
H-E-B Creamy Creations. It's how Texas does ice cream.
It's good.
Lowe's knows you're the powerhouse who does it right, who knows the right tool has no equal. As a leader in outdoor power equipment, we do it right too, so you can show your yard who's boss. Now get this Craftsman gas blower for just $99. Do it right for less. Start with Lowe's.
Though human ingenuity will continue to make various inventions, with the help of new machines built to do the same. Of this, I am certain. No invention will ever be devised that is more beautiful, more simple, and more purposeful than those that nature designs. Proud server of the most advanced machine on Earth.
This hometown hero moment brought to you by Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas. Born here 90 years ago, Blue Cross has been inspired by the everyday heroics of our local teams, neighbors, and families. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Texas, your biggest hometown fan.
This hometown moment is presented by Blue Cross Blue Shield. A very sweet story about Tigers manager Ron Gardenhire and Astros bullpen catcher Javier Bracamonte. Javi was an 11-year-old bat boy for Caracas Leones in Venezuela when a young Gardenhire played there for winter ball in the early 80s. And Ron actually gave Javi his very first baseball glove and his first $10. Javi said that he ate on that $10 for 2 weeks, and Ron's wife, Carol, introduced Javi to chocolate chip cookies and made mac and cheese for him. A very special relationship between Javi and the Garden Hire still to this day. And as for that baseball glove, a young shortstop in Caracas took a liking to the glove and begged Javi to give it to him, which he graciously did. And guess who that shortstop was? Omar Vizquel. Pretty neat connections there.
It's incredible. Great stories. The baseball connections run deep.
Yeah, it'd be great to hear Javi tell that story. Probably get a little more insight, a little more. He's such an energetic guy that he would probably tell it in such a way that would really show the gratefulness that he did have towards the Garden Hires, like Michelle's talking about.
2-0 pitch is inside for a ball. 3-0 to Martin Maldonado. So he picked a pretty good guy to give the glove to.
Yeah, no kidding.
There's a strike. It's 3-1. Yeah, Brock's got some unbelievable stories. Keeps the bullpen amused on a nightly basis. And one of the hardest workers you'll find.
That is very true. He's been to several All-Star games. He's pitched in home run derbies. Shags home runs.
That's the look, though, of a bullpen catcher on a night when Garrett Cole or Justin Verlander pitches.
He's sitting there going back-to-back nights, guys, really?
Yeah, he pretty much had the night off last night. There was a little bit of action after the 9th inning when Verlander was out of the game. If the Astros had tied it, then they were going to have to go to the bullpen for somebody in the 10th. But other than that, his night was pretty much what you saw right there.
Yeah, definitely one of the more personable guys. And if you ever want to have a great conversation, he knows every pitcher's little idiosyncrasies.
3-2 the count to Maldonado, who started. And now Zimmerman loses them. A rare walk issued by Jordan Zimmerman. Didn't miss by much, but a leadoff runner in Maldonado. Martin Maldonado, as an Astro, has 5 hits and now 6 walks. And he had scored 8 runs before tonight. So when he's gotten on base in an Astros uniform, it's usually been a portent of things to come. Good news. Here's Josh Reddick. Takes one outside for a ball. It's not like Martin is stealing his way into scoring position and then scoring from second on a base hit. He's getting around the bases, though.
Yeah, let's be honest, Todd. If you're in the 8th spot and you walk or get a base hit and get on base and that lineup turns over, pretty good chance you're going to score.
There's a line drive into left field, and it's going to hold up for Victor Reyes. One of those stretches here for Josh Reddick, even when he puts a good swing on the baseball. Unfortunately, there's a defender there.
And everybody in the dugout right now is telling Josh, keep swinging it, keep swinging it. It's the hardest thing to do is to hit a ball hard like this and not want to go in there and make an adjustment. But I think this is a pretty good matchup for him because you're going to see fastballs away. And when Josh was going well when he started the first half of the season, it was going the other way. So if he can get back in that mode of letting that ball travel a little bit, he could be in good shape because there's some open space the other way.
95.2 off the bat for Reddick. Counts as a hard hit baseball, even though it didn't amount to anything for him on the stat line. Here's George Springer taking one outside for a ball. Counts 1-1 on George, who doubled his first time up, doubled into the corner in left field. Only hit so far for the Astros against Jordan Zimmerman. Zimmerman has only allowed 2 hits now over his last 2 starts. 7 1/3 innings. And he's a guy, as Plummer said last inning or the inning before, that he's going to work around the edges. He's not a guy that can be primal like a Garrett Cole and reach back and blow you away with a fastball. He gets George to swing and miss with a 2-1 pitch. It's 2-2. It's that slider that he throws more to righties than the fastball.
Kind of sweeps a little bit.
Yeah.
Very similar to Colin McHugh and Brad Peacock.
Yeah, it doesn't have as much of the downward biting motion that we see with a Garrett Cole slider, but it has that left to right or right to left, depending on what perspective you have. That's a strike at the knees. George kind of knew it as he walks away. That is the second strikeout for Zimmerman. 2 away in the third.
Join us at the Golf Club of Houston October 7th through the 13th for the Houston Open. Ticket options include daily general admission tickets, week-long tickets, and premium ticket packages. Proceeds from this year's tournament benefit the Astros Foundation. To purchase ticket packages, visit HoustonOpenGolf.com.
Here's Jose Altuve. Struck out his first time up. Altuve started the night just 1 point shy of 300 at 299. Last night, both Jose Altuve and his buddy from Venezuela, Robinson Chirinos, trying to push things on the base paths for the Astros in the 8th and 9th innings. Maybe a little over aggressive in their zeal to get to third base with 2 outs, and both were thrown out. Altuve on a double play where Bregman was retired for the first out, and then, or the second out, and Altuve to end the inning, and Chirinos was to end the game, trying to stretch a double into a triple. Altuve fouls one away. It's 1-2.
Yeah, it's not too often you see a team of this caliber in the Astros make 2 fundamental mistakes in one game, making that third out at third.
In Altuve's case, it would have been Yordan Alvarez at the plate. In Chirinos' case, even though they may have walked Michael Brantley, he was the on-deck hitter. Two and two the count to Jose. Sharply hit, but at the shortstop. Goodrum flips to Rodriguez, and that'll do it for the Astros. Just 1 hit for Houston through 3 innings against Zimmerman.
All right, so this is how it's going to go down. You are going to say, you'll get the best deal of the year on Xfinity TV and internet. And you even get this. Mike, you're on balloons. Sarah, you're going to high-five everybody. Ben, you're going to be wowing them with your dance moves.
Don't miss the Xfinity Best Deal of the Year. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get amazing TV and internet during our Best Deal of the Year with huge savings of $600 over 2 years. Plus a speed upgrade to 400 megs free for 2 years. And ask about even more savings with Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today.
How many do I want in the fight of my life?
Thousands. Thousands. People who spend their days and their nights fighting you, cancer.
We see more types of you in one day
than others treat in their whole career.
Giving us unrivaled expertise.
My team
is 20,000 strong.
20,000 strong.
20,000 strong.
And together, we're coming for you with everything we've got.
Choose MD Anderson first. Call us or visit findyourmdanderson.com.
What? She's ziplining with Little John?
It's Lil John.
Even he knows that.
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
Don't hate like their trip. Book yours with Hotels.com and get rewarded basically everywhere.
Hotels.com. Be there. Do that. Get rewarded.
What if I told you Colin McHugh was capable of doing the impossible? Dodging liners, allowing his defense to turn two. You don't believe me? You'll have to see it for yourself. On Saturday, August 24th, 15,000 fans will receive a Colin McHugh dodging bobblehead presented by Germania Insurance. For tickets, visit astros.com/promotions.
Astros Charity Night is on AT&T Sportsnet, and it's back. Tune in on September 6th to purchase a bag filled with unique memorabilia, autographed items, and more. Proceeds benefit the childhood cancer efforts of the Astros Foundation. We'll see you at 6 o'clock on September the 6th for our annual Charity Night on AT&T Sportsnet. Swing and a miss from Cabrera as Garrett Cole starts off the fourth inning, having allowed a single and a walk, and he has struck out 7 through 3 innings. Cabrera bounced back to the mound his first time up. As one Blummer likes to say, good eye.
Man.
Nicky knew he didn't have a shot at that one.
I was going to say, that's why it's a good eye. He just said nope.
Please call him my way, Jeremy Rehak. Now a ground ball slowly hit to his buddy at second base, Jose Altuve. He makes the play on Cabrera for the first out of the fourth. Cole through 3 innings had thrown 47 pitches, so just a little shy of 16 pitches per inning. Goodrum struck out on a slider his first time up. During this 14-game stretch for Garrett Cole, where he is 10-0 with a sub-2 ERA, he has gone at least 6 innings in every one of those starts. He's gone 7 innings in half of those 14, and 6 exactly in the other half. Oh, pretty. Ooh. No chance for Nico Goodrum. Strikeout number 8 for Garrett Cole.
That breaking ball again. He's throwing that thing so hard. 85 miles an hour on that knuckle curve.
That's harder than he normally throws it, what he's doing tonight.
Yep. So far tonight, he's leading in pitch velocity and spin rate, according to Baseball Savant.
And he gets a pop-up off the bat of Brandon Dixon. Yuli Gurriel waits for it and puts it away. Only a 7-pitch inning needed for Garrett Cole to get through the fourth.
Oh, I'm glad you found it.
Oh, we were just happy to get some time away.
You're the first couple to try our new bed and breakfast bundle. It's bed and breakfast in the same room. You wake up to the smell of coffee and bacon, made by a private chef, right there.
So we're sleeping in the kitchen.
Well, I'm sure you'll write it better than that for the review.
Stuck in a bad bundle? Get a great one with AT&T Fiber and DirecTV. Bundle for $89.99 a month. Limited availability may not be in your area. More for your thing. That's our thing. Call 1-877-ONLY-ATT.
Ooh, it hurts a lot.
Springer hit with a slider that never really broke.
Yes, it hurts a lot. It hurts bad.
Good to see Alex get up quickly. That ball hit him up in the helmet.
I get hit a lot. I've been hit from anywhere to the head to the toe. I've had my wrist broken. I've had my hand broken. Thought I've broken my knee. I've been squared up in the shoulders, back, hips.
I was hitting the neck one time. Yeah,
After that, I don't know what happened for the next like 30 minutes.
Oh my God.
I was like 13, I think it was in Cuba.
You know, there's some anger involved. Like, nobody likes to get hit. And when you get hit in the upper back or you get hit in the number, there's like a machismo in all of us that want to like fight back. I want to pick the ball up and throw it back at him. Like, that's how it was.
He got a 1-2-3 inning. Called third strike. Rolling along with a strikeout.
It's the Astros and the Angels tomorrow at 6:30 on AT&T Sportsnet.
Bottom half of the fourth inning, Tigers and Astros scoreless, both teams with 1 hit apiece. Tonight is our first of the Thirsty Thursdays presented by St. Arnold's.
I was going to say we got an invite tonight, but we had to pass on it because we're working. But always gracious of them to reach out and think of us.
Half price drafts tonight.
I'm glad to see people enjoying it.
Michael Brantley leads off. You know what I was thinking? We have not determined yet when our day in the stands is going to be, when we broadcast from the stands.
I can do it from right there.
I was going to say maybe we can put in for a Thursday night. Brantley rips one to right field, hit hard and over the head of Travis Demeritte. Bounces off the wall. Michael Brantley, a 15-game hitting streak with a double to lead off the fourth.
'39th double for Michael Brantley. My goodness, that is a great look at the eyes of Michael Brantley, recognizing and then anticipating where that ball is going to be, and he puts the barrel to it in a big way, lining it over the head of Demeritte out in right field. Michael Brantley, 107.6 off the bat. That is a solid line drive to get things started here in the bottom of the fourth inning.
They needed something like that. There had not been much solid contact tonight from the Astros in the first 3 innings against Jordan Zimmerman. Now Alex Bregman will bat. Tigers maintain the shift against Bregman here, even though Alex is probably of the mindset to try and use the other side of the field if he can move Brantley along.
StatCast AI powered by AWS shows you why that shift is on. Goodrum in that hot spot where Alex goes 46% of the time.
Brantley during this hitting streak, it's not like he's getting 1 hit a night. He has the 15-game hitting streak, and he's 28 for 61 in those 15 games. Almost averaging a couple of hits per game during that hitting streak. Alex pulls one foul on the 2-0 pitch. Saw the numbers against Zimmerman with runners in scoring position. They have not been good this year. On a whole, Jordan's allowed a .303 batting average against. The Astros picking up their second hit of the night. Now have 3 of their 4 leadoff men in this game reaching base. Briak's been pretty solid back there. He has not given the extra edge to Zimmerman, and now all of a sudden Jordan has a 3-1 count on Bregman. Bregman drives one to left field. That ball is gone. Alex Bregman ties his career high with his 31st home run of the season, and the Astros in front 2-0.
Big hit for Alex. I can't wait to see the replay because initially I can't believe he got to that pitch and hit it out. He is standing right on top of the dish. Ties his career high with that 31st home run, but he is standing right on that inside corner, and Zimmerman tried to beat him in there. And Alex just told him that the kitchen's closed and you might want to. Well, you're going to stare at him, yeah, but no walk this time.
You never know with Alex. Here's Jordan taking a pitch outside. Bregman hit 31 home runs last year to set his career mark and matches that this year Jordan drives one the other way. This ball's well struck to the track, and it's played there by Harold Castro for the first out of the inning.
So back to Alex Bregman. He is standing on that inside line. He actually steps on the white line on that right-handed batter's box on the inside corner and just clears out that front side and hits a laser beam into those Crawford boxes. It was a great visual on the quick hands of Alex Bregman.
Right into the first row of the Crawford boxes for Alex. RBIs 84 and 85 on the season for Bregman. Second on the team behind Yuli's 88. Yuli has a count of 1-1.
Right now, the Astros just got to be thinking, need more, get more.
Off the end of the bat, rolled towards the middle of the diamond, where Ronnie Rodriguez, the second baseman, makes the play for out number 2. I'll bring up Abraham Torro in his second big league at bat. Mentioned his first time up there. Torro, from a Venezuelan family who grew up in Canada. He's the first Canadian to play for the Astros since Eric Bedard in the 2013 season. First position player since Terry Poole. Torro tries to beat the throw, but Rodriguez makes a nice play to get the final out of the inning. 2-0 Astros on the Bregman home run.
See, that's all in the mechanics. Thumb and ring finger. Key to a perfect throw. Key to a perfect fan experience. Bank of America Extras. Discounts, exclusive access, one-of-a-kind experiences just for customers. You know, I spent some time in the minors. You played? No. Back then I was throwing chili dogs, which I don't recommend.
Get more of what you love all season long with Bank of America Extras.
Gear up for back to sport at Academy Sports and Outdoors.
When all you need is a beer, but not just any beer, but a refreshing anytime, any mood beer, then all you need is Love Street. It's a crisp Kolsch-style blonde brewed with love in Houston, Texas by the Karbach Brewing Company.
You got your homework?
Yeah.
Yeah? Hey.
What's the role of a car company? To take your kids to and from school?
Don't forget your science project.
We think it can be something bigger.
Everybody take your seats. Today we're going to
This summer, Volkswagen is supporting America's teachers. Visit your VW dealer to learn how you can join in. Hurry in during the Volkswagen Drive Bigger event and lease a Value Pack 2019 Tiguan S for just $229 a month.
Welcome back to Minute Maid Park. It is the top of the 5th inning, and the Astros lead 2-0 against the Tigers. I am here with Abraham Torro's family. This is Jamila Hernandez, his mother. First and foremost, how and when did he tell you?
Well, it was happened yesterday at midnight, around midnight, when I got a call, and he just said to me, "Mom, I made it." So, you know, for sure I'm happy, and I said, "Oh, you're going to Houston?" "Yes, Mom, I'm leaving tomorrow."
So all of you guys got on a plane and got here?
Yeah. Well, yes, I took my plane around 8:25, and all the friends and everybody are. Well, most of his friends are here. Yes.
What has been the best part of this process so far?
The best part
of this process today?
Of the process? Well, I have a lot of emotions mixed up, and I think everything is amazing for me, for everybody to see him that he did it. So I think all the process is beautiful. It's such a nice time.
We've seen the energy from your entire family both times that he's gone up to bat. What did you say to him before the game? What did you say to him before the game?
What did I say to my son before the game? I just spoke with him in the morning and just texting because, you know, he's with the team. He was flying, and we couldn't have a really good time to speak with. But yes, I desire, God bless you, son, like I always say. He knows my language. So I just say, God bless you.
What an exciting time for your family. Thank you so much. Enjoy the experience.
The most exciting time for?
I said enjoy the experience.
To enjoy his experience?
TK?
Thank you so much, and thank you to Jamila. What a great moment for her, family, friends, watching this game. As Ronnie Rodriguez fouls one back, it's 1-1. This is a kid who's 22 years old, started the year Double-A. It wasn't until that trade where Zach Greinke came over from the Diamondbacks and Josh Rojas was traded to Arizona that kind of freed up a spot for Abraham to get the call up to Triple-A. And then here he is less than 3 weeks later. Might have a play here. Garrett Cole's calling everybody off, and the pitcher says, I can handle my own defense on these pop-ups for out number 2.
The very rare pop out to the pitcher.
Garrett liked that.
Getting in on the action. He's probably going to vote for himself for the Gold Glove after that great play. Yeah, Torro was playing deep, and so was Yuli Gurriel, and it wasn't hit high enough to have either one of them get under it. So Garrett Cole takes the matter into his own hand and gets to throw it around.
Here is Doel Lugo. So a kid who wasn't on the 40-man roster, started the year in Double-A. He's probably thinking, I would love to maybe get a September call-up, but even that's a long shot, and here he is in August.
Or maybe even just get onto the 40-man roster at the end of the season and, you know, avoid the Rule 5 draft that happens to snag some pretty good players away. But now he is in this organization, and, you know, talking to your family as a young minor leaguer, you constantly hear, be patient, you'll get your shot, keep playing hard. And Abraham just said, I'll take care of this. I'm going to go out and play, put up big numbers, jumped a level, and now he's in the big leagues doing a great job. So credit to him for working through that. But also, you know, these young, talented players breaking through on a team like the Houston Astros is pretty rare.
Unbelievably rare. And we've seen it a couple of opportunities here and there, especially early on with the injuries to Springer and Altuve and Correa. And now with Carlos Correa and Aledmys Diaz both hurt at the same time. Torro gives you the flexibility of playing the corner positions, whereas Jack Mayfield could play the middle of the infield and maybe third and a little bit of first, but Torro's played a little more first over there. Miles Straw can still play at shortstop. He's still on the roster.
Well, just for me, knowing that they called up Abraham Torro to play third base tells me that they want Yuli to play a lot of first. They want to keep him comfortable over there at first base and not mess with him too much. Just make the simple move of moving Alex Bregman to shortstop and leaving Abraham Torro at third base.
And if necessary, that at least Torro has experience at first.
Yeah,
because Yuli's going to need a day off during this stretch, you would think, possibly before the off day on Monday, as the Astros are playing 17 in a row. 3-2 pitch. Garrett Cole has at least one strikeout per inning. Ends the fifth with a punch out. He has 9 strikeouts tonight.
I've got to tell you something important. It's not going to be easy. Quicksilver earns you unlimited 1.5% cash back on every purchase everywhere. Actually, that's super easy. My bad.
Hey. Really? Hi, guys.
We like the gray.
It's car buying season at Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. Get the bottom line on the last of our 2019s, like the Tech Advanced Rogue and Altima. Hurry in for model year-end savings on our full line. Now, save up to $3,500 or get a low $199 per month lease on the 2019 Nissan Rogue.
It's time. Back to school sale time at Rooms To Go Kids. New year, new crowd, and plenty of go-to rooms at go-to sale prices. So save on your kids' room and get a bonus desk for just $99 more. $99. Nice. So go fresh, go epic, go style for the perfect chill space, workspace, fun space. Now at great sale prices and as easy as RTG. The back to school sale now at Rooms To Go Kids and Teens.
What if once in a blue moon happened more than once in a blue moon? Brewed with Valencia orange peel for a taste beyond the ordinary. Reach for the moon.
Check out Bass Pro Shops and Cabela's for the latest equipment and camo during the Fall Hunting Classic sale and event. It's your chance to gear up for the upcoming season at big savings. Your adventure starts here.
Houston Astros baseball on AT&T Sportsnet is presented by Gallery Furniture. Gallery saves you money and delivers today. Alex Bregman has the Astros in front 2-0 tonight on a 2-run home run, his 31st of the season, matching a career high set last season. It'll be Martin Maldonado, Josh Reddick, and then the top of the lineup facing Jordan Zimmerman here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Maldonado drew a walk his first time. And Maldonado, first pitch swinging, fouls one away. And it lands back on the field.
How about that?
Jake Rogers gave up on it too early. Once it hits in foul territory up on one of the beams by the roof, it's a dead ball. So Rogers, who looks up, realizes he wouldn't have had a chance to make that play anyhow. Former Astro minor leaguer, 3rd round pick in the 2016 draft. Part of the Verlander trade. It's a nice breaking ball by Zimmerman that is over for a strike, and Jordan ahead of Maldonado 0-2. A couple of strikeouts and a walk so far tonight by Zimmerman. Astros have 3 hits, 2 of them last inning, a double by Brantley and a home run by Bregman back-to-back. He's able to get Maldonado here for his 3rd strikeout and first out of the 5th. Get Out and Play is presented by Toyota. Last night, Josh Reddick got to meet his idol, Nature Boy. Ric Flair was in the house. Josh came out in full wrestling garb, and the Nature Boy was styling and profiling, going out to throw the first pitch.
Well, he is showtime. Still knows how to play to the crowd.
Reddick had himself quite a night. He did the strut to go meet Ric Flair after that first pitch that Reddick caught. Josh hits this one hard, but into the shift, Ronnie Rodriguez makes the play. Reddick retired for the 2nd out of the inning.
Hit the ball hard twice, trying to stay on that positive vibe, and he has hit the ball hard twice. Nothing to show for it yet.
Cool here in Houston when you can match up one of the Astros with their idols. Think of Justin Verlander and Nolan Ryan, Reddick and Flair. Here's George Springer, 2 outs, nobody on. George has doubled in 2 at-bats. All 3 hits for the Astros have been extra base hits. Zimmerman, who has pretty good control, misses inside to George. It's 2-1. Springer with that base hit his first time up, now a 7-game hitting streak. And he's a little frustrated with himself for chasing that slider. It's 2-2.
Looked like he recognized it. He just couldn't lay off it or get to it.
Astros wrap up this series against the Tigers, finishing off a 4-game set. Then the Angels, who are already in town. They got into town late last night after their series concluded with the Rangers. Spent the off day here in Houston. Angels will be in for 3 beginning tomorrow. And the Astros will finally have a day off, and then 3 games with Tampa Bay to finish off this 10-game homestand, longest of the year. Springer goes down swinging. Zimmerman with 2 strikeouts in the inning, 4 in the game, and we are through 5 with the Astros leading 2-0.
Welcome to Toyota's National Clearance Event.
Been hearing a lot about some great deals.
Yep, with the great deals on the last of the 2019s and low APR financing options, it's a win-win.
What about me?
It's a win-win-win.
What about us?
It's a win-win-win. Everybody wins at the National Clearance Event.
During Toyota's National Clearance Event, qualified buyers get 0% APR financing for 72 months, plus a $2,000 special edition bonus on a new 2019 Tundra Special Edition.
Save on the last of the 2019s. Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Bottom half of the 10th, all knotted up at 10. Astros trying to finish this off with a victory in one of the craziest games all year. So let's see if George can finish this.
Line drive into right field. Reddick's gonna score. The Astros walk it off. 11-10.
What a way to head to the All-Star break. Fans got their money's worth today, Lance.
Absolutely. Do I look good?
You look good.
I feel uncomfortable.
No wonder that Dan Patrick doesn't win a sports Emmy.
Is this okay?
Well, wait, is the chair too deep?
A 9-time Emmy nominee, which means 9-time Emmy loser. For some reason, this one just really bothers me.
My wife was a hand model.
Oh, my God. I didn't know Susan was your wife.
Yeah.
Susan has some of the best
Easy
hands.
there. Easy.
Wait.
Easy.
2020 Astros season tickets are on sale now. Enjoy great seats and exclusive benefits throughout the season at Minute Maid Park. Buy your tickets today to secure 2019 postseason tickets. For tickets and info, visit astros.com/season tickets or call 1-877-9-ASTROS today. How's it going, TK?
It's good. Really good. Good to hear from Abraham Torro's mom, Jamila. She seems like a sweetheart.
She is, and she was so excited. Their whole family was so excited. I mean, the second he popped out of the dugout to go on deck, the whole family stood up and were freaking out. It was awesome.
Yeah, no lack of passion from that group. Jake Rogers will lead things off against Garrett Cole here in the 6th inning. Rogers struck out swinging his first time up. From Canyon, Texas, went to Tulane University before he was drafted by the Astros. Playing in 3 of the 4 games in this series for the Tigers. Last night, John Hicks got a start. Ended up hitting the game winner against Justin Verlander in the 9th. Cole ahead 1-2. Garrett starts the inning with 66 pitches through 5. Hard to maintain that pace that Justin Verlander had last night of 11 pitches per inning, but 66 through 5 is pretty efficient in its own right. Swing and a miss. That's 10 for Garrett Cole. And with that strikeout, he matches the franchise record of 14 games in one season of 10 strikeouts or more. J.R. Richard did it twice in 78 and 79. And now Garrett Cole does it in 2019.
And of course he does it with that elevated fastball. He's just got a little bit extra on that fastball in comparison to Justin Verlander.
Of Cole's 10 strikeouts tonight, 8 of the 10 are on the fastball. That ball hit the other way for a base hit. Victor Reyes on first base with 1 out. That's the first base runner for the Tigers since Ronnie Rodriguez 2-out hit back in the 2nd inning.
It's time now to play Name That Astro, presented by Nissan. DraftKings Turn of the Century hot in Cleveland. If you know who that Astro is, make sure you go to @ATT Sportsnet SW. Let us know who you think that Astro is, and you've got to stay tuned, and we'll let you know if you're wrong or right.
Cole now faces Harold Castro, struck out twice. For that hit by Reyes, Cole had struck out the top 2 hitters 4 times in 4 at-bats. Misses outside for ball 1. I mentioned Garrett has gone either 6 or 7 full innings in all the starts during this 14-game stretch. 7 of each. 7 6-inning outings and 7 7-inning outings. He has not pitched more than 7 innings in any start this year. And he's fallen behind Castro here 2-0 with a runner on first, and Martin Maldonado wants a word with Garrett Cole.
It was just a little bit of a check-in for Martin Maldonado after the base hit, falling behind 2-0 to Castro. Just hit that reset button.
Missed the high fastball. It's 2-1. Mentioned Garrett hadn't allowed a base runner since the 2nd inning. He had retired 11 in a row. Hadn't worked out of the stretch for a while. Now he's back with a 2-2 count on Castro. Only saw 7 hits in last night's game, 5 by the Astros and 2 by the Tigers. And tonight, limited offense again as Tigers have 2 hits to the Astros 3. That is a called 3rd strike. Harold Castro goes down looking. Strikeout number 11 for Garrett Cole. And there's 2 away in the 6th.
Can also go up top and use that slider to get the top of the zone. Maldonado doing a good job of holding his ground and framing it up for the home plate umpire to get that call.
Cole now up to 237 strikeouts. He's just 2 behind his teammate Justin Verlander for the major league lead. Here's Miguel Cabrera. Cabrera's put the ball in play both times. A bouncer back to the mound and then a ground ball up the middle that Jose Altuve made the play on. From the 8-hitter through the 2-hitter, 8, 9, 1, and 2, Cole has 9 of his 11 strikeouts. 3 through 7 guys, only a couple of strikeouts, and that's Nico Goodrum in the 4 spot with 2 Ks. Ground ball. Altuve's there. Makes the play on Cabrera for the 2nd straight at bat. That'll do it for the Tigers. We head to the bottom of the 6th. Astros leading 2-0.
A breakthrough in shopping is here. The Conslow Payment Finder finds the lowest payment tailored to you. Good credit or building credit.
During the Labor Day Big Red Tag event at Cons Home Plus, the more furniture you buy, the more freebies you get. Plus, get a free adjustable base with your mattress purchase. So you can turn this into this, and this into this.
Only from Cons Home Plus.
entered the PGA Tour winner's circle.
Been a long time coming.
You got this.
Minute Maid lemonade, made with real lemons. Great choice for a hot summer day. Just as good as signing your son up for T-ball.
Go!
Looks like someone just started his lifelong journey to the Hall of Fame.
Okay.
Well, maybe the journey starts next season.
After the final out, stick with AT&T Sportsnet for player reactions, thoughts from AJ Hinch, and in-depth analysis.
If you can hit it, that's fine. If you can't, guess what? You're going back to the dugout.
All on the Astros postgame show, presented by Whataburger.
It's a tight ball game here at Minute Maid Park again, and the big swing of the night so far has come off the bat of Alex Bregman, taking an inside fastball and depositing it on a line in those Landry's Crawford boxes out in left field. How about some bullpen celebration with Hector Rondon in there to receive the hug? And it's been a pretty good Thursday so far. I'd like to see a couple more runs on that board.
Thirsty Thursday, first time this year at Minute Maid Park. Fans can enjoy it again a week from today as they round out and wrap up the 10-game homestand. You got to get 2 when it's half price, right?
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Gregory Soto, the new pitcher for the Tigers in the 6th inning.
20th appearance. He has 7 starts. 6.35 ERA. Left-handed hitters are hitting .278 off him. He throws hard, averaging 96 miles an hour on that fastball.
Hits a lot of ground ball outs, the most out of the bullpen for the Tigers as he starts off Jose Altuve with a fastball away. It's 1-0. Altuve looking for his first hit. He has struck out and grounded out. Altuve down to 298. Miguel Cabrera might be getting a text soon.
Yeah, if he texts him at 340, what's the text say when he sends it at 298?
Sheer panic. Altuve had moved above 300 for a few games and now back below after an 0 for last night, 0 for 3, and now an 0 for 2 tonight. This ball stays in the air, and Demeritte doesn't make the play. Travis Demeritte the whole time looked at Brandon Dixon and never took charge.
Yeah, if we had Brian Bogusevic on the broadcast, he would be telling you that the outfielder has precedent and he should not be looking at that infielder. He should be calling it if he can get to it and make sure that that infielder is out of the way so you can go make that play. That's on the outfielder.
They're not going to charge an error on that play.
Until Altuve goes deep right here.
That's got to be a play that is made. I'm surprised they let Demeritte off without a Demeritte.
Trying to hit the bowl. Watch out, Orbit.
Two and two the count to Altuve. Altuve, Michael Brantley, Alex Bregman. Brantley and Bregman accounting for the first 2 runs on a double and home run. Really the only blemish against Jordan Zimmerman tonight. It was pretty good in 5 innings. Altuve drives one deep left center field, and this ball is caught at the wall. Altuve is out at the wall. Jordan hit one out there that didn't seem to carry as well. Altuve looked like he connected on that ball. Instead, it's allowed out. Grab your friends, lace up your shoes, join the Astros Foundation and Houston Police Department for the annual Badges and Bases H-Town Rundown presented by Shadir. The family-friendly 5 and 10K run will take place Saturday, September 28th, with proceeds benefiting both organizations. To register, visit astros.com/run. Here's Michael Brantley taking a pitch for a ball. Brantley 1 for 2 with a double and a run scored. Leading the American League in hitting. Average up to .335 now with this 15-game hitting streak. Soto pretty much fastball slider when he faces lefties like Brantley. A little less than 2/3 fastball, a little more than 1/3 with the slider. The zone strike, it's 2-2.
Two sliders out of the zone, 2 fastballs in the zone. What is he going to do right here at 2-2 count? Is he going to challenge, spin something off the outside corner?
Backs him off the dish.
Shin.
That ball's going to find its way into the outfield off the glove of Goodrum. Love that. I don't think they would have had any chance to get Brantley. Another multi-hit game for Michael Brantley, a major league best.
Player Does More is presented by HEB. Alex Bregman in his last 106. That is a .285 batting average, very respectable, and obviously the on-base percentage well above .400. Slugging .562, and guess what? 39 home runs and 113 RBIs in his last 162 games. These projections are fun on these guys that are having great years, but that's a legit 162 games for Alex.
It's been a this run for Alex, having perhaps an even better season than last year. He's only faced Soto once. He got him for a home run in that one at bat. How about Brantley? 52 multi-hit games. Alex in take mode all the way. It's 2-0. Alex hitting a home run on a 3-1 pitch his last time up. Only 2 runs scored against Jordan Zimmerman. Alex back-to-back seasons of 31 home runs, becoming the 6th player in Astros history to have multiple 30 home run campaigns. Jimmy Wynn and Moises Alou also did it a couple of times. Glenn Davis had 3 30 home run seasons. Lance Berkman had 5, and a guy who's going to be in the booth with us on Saturday had 9. 9 30-plus home run seasons for Baggy.
Yeah, but he played at the Astrodome.
That ball is sent into left center field. That's going to be down for a hit. Good read by Michael Brantley going first to third as Bregman has a hit to left center field, his 2nd hit of the game.
Really impressive to go down and get this pitch and barrel it up. That pitch is down well out of the zone, but Alex goes down, keeps that barrel flat, and shoots it into left field. Then you get a great view of multi-hit Mike going into third, going from first to third.
And the multi-hit connection, both these guys with 4 of the 5 hits for the Astros tonight. Sets up Yordan Alvarez in a first and third 1-out scenario. Yordan came in with 56 RBIs in his first 56 games and fouls this one away. It's going to be into the crowd, or at least into the netting in front of the crowd. First 56 games of a career with 56 RBIs. It's happened 3 other times in Major League Baseball history. Walt Dropo.
Oh, I love Walt.
Joe DiMaggio and Ted Williams. Dropo had quite a Rookie of the Year campaign. Now Yordan adding his name to that list. For most of the season, Alvarez has been more than 1 run per game. I think he dropped below that threshold for 1, maybe 2 games, but he's at 56 and 56 now.
He's trying to correct that with that kind of swing.
Yordan, a .353 hitter with runners in scoring position on the season. Alvarez has grounded out and flied out to the wall in left center field his last time up. Chase the slider. It's 2-2. Now the count is run full as Soto takes an extra beat behind the rubber to regroup. David McKay beginning to warm up for the Tigers. Ripped. Fair ball. 1 run scores. Bregman heading to third. He'll be held up. Yordan Alvarez, RBI double. It's 3-0 Astros. Ball sounds different off his bat.
Yeah, it does. And Brandon Dixon would agree with you because this ball gets over his head in an absolute rush. He is holding on the base runner and just saw that blur go by him at 108.6. It was a good job by Demerit getting over there quickly to get that ball back in, because there might have been an opportunity for Alex to get over there if they hadn't. Great swing by Yordan, picking up another at bat.
They're going to intentionally walk Yuli in front of Abraham Torro.
Here we go.
He will bat right-handed for the first time, or will he? This is not Ron Gardenhire coming out of the dugout.
Powerful swing of Yordan Alvarez. Foot gets down nice and soft, and he has time to recognize and react. And with that pitch being down and in, Yordan is just able to drop the head or get the barrel out there. And you can see it makes contact right at that front foot and just tears into it. He is one of the higher barrel rate guys since the All-Star break.
Rick Anderson with a meeting on the mound, and Torro will bat right-handed against the lefty Soto. Plummer, you were all over that. With Dixon holding the runner on, I literally don't think he had time to get the glove up. He started to move the glove up, and it didn't get to its apex before the ball got by him.
Yeah, the eyes and the brain are going to recognize, but by the time it tells your body to get the glove up, it's in the right field corner.
was absolutely mashed. Torro 0 for 2, a couple of ground outs as a left-hand hitter, will now bat right-handed. Bases loaded, 1 out. Ground ball back to the mound. Throw home is a little wide and safe. No, they're going to say out at home plate. They're going to say Rogers lost it on the transfer. A.J. Hinch may want to review this. Not sure if Rogers ever had the plate and the ball at the same time.
Yeah, that was not the greatest throw to home plate by Soto. He got a little rushed in the situation. He got excited when he caught that ball. But you can see the runner at third base. He had plenty of time, but with that short toss to home plate, Soto's probably not going to be your first pick in your dart league. I'm not too sure, but that was pretty close. They're not going to review it. And that's why that spike staying on there long enough to get that one. And they're correct. On the exchange is when that ball was dropped.
Nice call by the home plate umpire, Jeremy Riak. And a nice play by Jake Rogers to get it out. That could have been a disaster. So now Martin Maldonado bats with the bases full and 2 away. And he pops one up on the right side. Converging is Demeriton Rodriguez. It's the right fielder who takes control for the final out. Astros score 1, leave the bases loaded. It's 3-0.
Hey Google, how far away is the moon?
The moon is 238,900 miles from Earth.
Far!
Google Nest Hub.
Hey, Mom!
By Google Nest.
Mom!
So Josh, you going for our Drive Safe and Safe discount?
Yep, using the app Driving Safe. You want to go, bro? Do not mess with my discount.
Get a discount up to 30% with Drive Safe and Save.
Walking around downtown Denver, you'll never believe what I found. A national ballpark museum. I'm into ballparks. I don't know about you, but I bet there's something interesting inside here. Let's go check it out, shall we?
We're all about the classic ballpark. Original ballparks of the 60 teams of Major League Baseball. We have a lot of turnstiles. This one right here is from 1909 from Shibe Park. Wow. And as you see, it very much works. But the coolest part is this top place right here because they left the ticket taker thing on here. This is our wall of fame. This is the foundation of the museum, as these are the 14 ballparks, every one of them represented.
These are the tiniest chairs I've ever seen.
So the most unique item in this museum that you really will never find anywhere else, this is Babe Ruth's tax return from 1932.
Wow. Thank you for showing us around when we were in Denver.
Of course, we're happy to have you, and Astro fans are welcome here anytime.
It has been great to see Garrett Cole back on that mound for the Houston Astros, and most of the reason why is because of the vapor trails he has been bringing to. That fastball has been very consistent at 98 to 99 miles an hour. He has gotten some strikeouts on it, but he's also done a good job with the off speed. It has been great. He has only given up and you have seen all 11 strikeouts, a lot of them coming on that fastball, and we told you that he likes to elevate it, and he can elevate to celebrate, and it hasn't been much of a celebration on that Tigers side.
Only 81 pitches needed to pick up 6 innings of work in those 11 strikeouts, as Garrett will face the 4, 5, and 6 hitters for the Tigers. Garrett Cole has been unblemished in the 7th inning this year as he starts off Nico Goodrum with a pitch in the dirt for ball 1.
He is averaging 97.5 miles an hour on his four-seam fastball. Wow.
He's healthy. He's pushing off that hamstring just fine.
Yeah, he left all doubt behind, right?
Yes, he did. He came out and answered every question in that first inning, picking up 2 strikeouts to start the game at 99 and 98 miles an hour. And he has not slowed up since. Goodrum has also looking. Both times it's been on the curveball for the strikeout pitch on Goodrum. Garrett has 22 swinging strikes tonight, 16 of them on the fastball. This ball hit high in the air to right field. Josh Reddick will call off George Springer. He's almost in straightaway center. That's how far over he was shifted. And there's one away in the 7th. Time for T-Mobile's connection to the game. Ronald Acuna Jr. with 18 home runs in his last, 11 home runs in his last 18 games. Chesler Cuthbert is in the middle of an offer. Griffin Canning will not pitch against the Astros. In fact, he's down for the year for the Angels. We'll see Suarez get the start tomorrow instead. And the Baltimore Orioles, Blummer, have set a new major league record with plenty of time to add to that total.
Gosh, another month to go. Yankees again? Do they face Gleyber Torres again?
Probably.
So he's going to add another 10 to that.
They might be done. I'm not sure.
I know. Well, the Baltimore Orioles are hoping they're done.
260 home runs allowed. They broke the record set by the Reds pitching staff a couple of seasons ago. There could be 3 or 4 teams that join the Orioles in setting the mark this year. Mariners probably will. There are some unbelievable. This is going to be the year that people look at as records are going to be shattered everywhere in the home run department.
Yes.
Brandon Dixon with a swinging strike. It's 2-1.
That is very true.
And on the other end, strikeouts with Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander. They've combined for 476 strikeouts between the two. Verlander in 27 starts and Cole now in 26. Garrett has 237 and JV has 239. First bullpen action of the night going for the Astros. Garrett's going to make his 90th pitch of the game. The sidearming Joe Smith loosening up. Yankees are done with the Orioles.
Yeah, just received word on that, but they have 3 more against the Dodgers in Baltimore. They hit the ball hard.
Yeah, they do. Swing and a miss. Give Garrett Cole an even dozen tonight. That is the 5th time this year he has struck out 12 or more.
The MLB Ballpark app will complete your next visit to Minute Maid Park. Buy and manage game tickets, redeem special check-in offers, access exclusive content, and much more. Download the MLB Ballpark app today.
Cole's season high in 14. He got 14 Orioles back on June the 7th. He also struck out 13 Texas Rangers on July 12th. Tonight, his 12 strikeouts match his 3rd highest total of the year. Got the Rangers again for a dozen on May 11th and the Cubs for a dozen on May 27th. We thought this could be a big strikeout night if Cole was right, and he looked right from the start.
Yeah, and it gives you a real good idea of why there was such a deflation in that Astros dugout when he came out of that bullpen in Chicago and was announced he couldn't make that start.
High fly ball to center field. George Springer is there. Garrett Cole, 7 innings worth so far, has allowed 2 hits and struck out 12. Astros lead 3-0.
God, that's so good. That's unfair. Phenomenal. That's so unfair. Come on, J-Bo, let's go. Let's go.
Try my $4.99 barbecue bacon double cheeseburger combo. Only at Jack in the Box.
Here's your Buick, sir. Actually, that's my Buick.
How are we gonna fit in your mom's Buick?
Easy.
I like that new Buick.
Me too.
I was actually talking about that Buick.
I knew that.
Did you?
Buick's fresh new lineup is full of surprises. Texas residents get this low-mileage lease on this 2019 Buick Encore for around $199 per month. Or get over $4,200 below MSRP on this 2019 Buick Encore Preferred.
Okay, family meeting.
Oh, come on. I'm right in the middle of my show.
I can hear you playing video games.
That's me.
Too busy.
Wait, what? You're getting iPhone XRs?
Oh, yeah, the battery life on those is...
Back one? I can't pause this game.
Come to T-Mobile, and for each iPhone XR you get a second one on us.
that $4.99 barbecue bacon double cheeseburger combo.
It's time to name that Astro, brought to you by Nissan. Gave you 3 clues. Draft King, turn of the century, hot in Cleveland. Who is it? We highlighted him the other day when Sammy Sosa hit one off the light standard out there, but he had a good career with the Houston Astros. Though the team was 17 wins in 2000, first year in this ballpark. Finished his career with the Cleveland Indians in 2008.
It's called payback.
Yes.
That's a nice note on Scott Ellis.
Yeah, he deserves it. He was a great pitcher. He had a great changeup. But he was also a guy that would pitch with a 4-seam elevated up in the zone to set up that changeup too.
Garrett Cole talking with Martin Maldonado and A.J. Hinch. It looks like his night is over at 94 pitches. Garrett, as always, dissecting his outing right afterwards.
Probably plenty of insight after that outing. But it's good to compare notes.
Garrett's hilarious.
He is great.
And with 94 pitches, in another night, would A.J. maybe think about letting him go back out? Maybe. But 94, and you're just coming off 15 days rest. There is no reason to push him tonight.
No, he has done more than enough. Although I'd like to see him go back out there just because he's so good and wiping out Tiger hitters.
94 pitches will match his season low for any start that wasn't ineffective. Went 92 in an outing against the White Sox where he gave up 6 in 5 innings. But what a line for Garrett. 7 innings of 2-hit baseball. Struck out a dozen. Allowed 1 walk, so 3 base runners, 2 singles, and another dominant performance behind Justin Verlander's tremendous outing last night. Well, those 2 guys combining for 16 innings and 4 hits. That's right.
And he would have given anything for 3 runs.
Yes, he would have. 3 would have been enough. See if Reddick can get paid off for hitting the ball hard tonight. He's hit into a couple of hard outs, a line drive to left, and a ground ball hit sharply to the second baseman. Facing a new pitcher here in the bottom of the 7th inning, as David McKay has taken over.
Pitched a couple times in this series. The first time the Astros saw him, he struck out the side. Fastball slider out of that right arm of McKay.
McKay pitching not only for the 3rd time in this series, but the 4th time in the last 6 days. Faced Jose Altuve, Yuli Gurriel, and Robinson Chirinos on Monday, and then Altuve, Brantley, and Bregman on Tuesday. Misses the outside edge. It's 2-2. It'll be Josh Reddick in the top of the lineup. George Springer and Jose Altuve. Astros stranded the bases loaded last inning. Only 5 left on in this game.
I think we just photobombed that one.
Mentioned the Astros coming in leading the AL West by 7 games over the Oakland A's. The A's were playing maybe the roughest stretch of the season, going 4 games against the Astros, winning the first 3 before Zach Greinke closed out that series with a W. And tonight, a chance to sweep the New York Yankees. The Yankees are losing already 3-0 in the first inning. Oakland scoring 3 against Masahiro Tanaka. The A's have done a good job against the Yankee starters in that series. Yankees will then head to Los Angeles to take on the Dodgers over the weekend. They're up 2 games on the Astros for the best record in the AL. Sharply hit, and Josh Reddick finds himself a hole. Good night for Reddick. 3 quality at bats, putting the barrel on the baseball. Ever since Ric Flair was here, he's hit the ball hard.
Maybe he needed a little something to get him going. He needed some positivity, and he's gotten into this game, hitting the ball hard now 3 times and finally being rewarded with a base hit. Going the other way, pulled a ball, and now right back up the middle, beating that shift with a firm line drive to center field. Good for Josh. It'd be nice to get his bat going again in this mix, especially in the bottom part of the order, to be on base for some of the big bats at the top of this lineup for the Astros.
George Springer being one of them, 1 for 3 tonight. Springer watches a breaking ball outside for 1-0. Close calls have all been pretty accurate. Rehak having a good game behind the plate at 3-0, and now a lefty warming. Nick Ramirez loosening up in the Tigers bullpen.
George taking that 3-0 fastball pretty much right down the middle, I think, is his way of daring David McKay to do it again, because he might be sitting on this one, and if he makes a mistake, it should be hit pretty hard. Went off the outside corner. You could tell George was sitting on that pitch.
Astros out hitting the Tigers tonight 7-2, lead at 3-0. It's been a strange series in that the team with the most hits in all 3 games prior to tonight has been the losing team. Josh was on the move, and Springer fouls one in the right field corner. Upstairs, ball 4. Reddick was on the move again, and George draws a walk. First and second, nobody out for the Astros in the bottom half of the 7th inning. I'll bring up Jose Altuve.
It was a 394-foot out last time Jose Altuve was up.
Altuve faced McKay both on Monday and Tuesday. Struck out on Monday, flied out to right on Tuesday. McKay started the season in the Astros division, although they did not face him. Made his big league debut May 20th. Appeared in 7 games with the Mariners. Now with a 2-0 count and runners on first and second, Rick Anderson wants to have a word with his right-hander.
It's got to be a lot of work for Rick Anderson working with this young pitching staff. But it might be a conversation hey, give me your best stuff, David, because this might be your last batter. They've got a lefty in the bullpen warming up in Alexander. Michael Brantley, left-handed hitter on deck.
McKay, we mentioned, has pitched twice in this series already. Threw 18 pitches Monday, 14 on Tuesday. And he misses with pitch number 19 tonight. That might be enough for Ron Gardenhire as he sees his young right-hander struggling. Back-to-back walks issued to Springer and Altuve, and that will do it for his evening. We'll have a new pitcher who will come in with the bases loaded and nobody out to face Michael Brantley when we come back.
We trust USA more than any other company out there. They give us excellent customer service every time.
Our 18-year-old was in an accident. USA took care of her car rental and getting her car towed. All I had to take care of was making sure that my daughter was okay.
If I met another veteran and they were with another insurance company, I would tell them, you need to join USAA because they have better rates and better service.
We're the Gomez family.
We're the Rivera family.
We are the Kirby family, and we are USAA members for life.
Get your auto insurance quote today.
The Labor Day sale is on at the new Star Furniture and Mattresses. Visit our beautiful new showrooms and take an extra 30% off all sofas, plus 25 to 50% off everything else. Or get up to 60 months interest-free. Plus, add any mattress to your purchase and get free delivery on everything. For the best styles, selection, service, and 30% off all sofas, shop the Labor Day sale on now at Star.
This is the story of John Smith. Not this John Smith, or this John Smith, or any of the other hundreds of John Smiths that are Humana Medicare Advantage members. No, it's this John Smith, who met with Humana to create a personalized care plan. At Humana, we have more ways to care for your health, and we find one that works just for you, no matter what your name is.
Time to reveal the results of tonight's Chevy Stroh poll. If the Astros needed a base hit or a walk to win the game, who would you want at the plate? Michael Brantley wins tonight's Stroh poll with 43%, followed by Alex Bregman at 33%. Yuli got a healthy percentage as well. Tonight's Stroh poll won by Michael Brantley, who is the current league leader in the American League in batting, just pushing past DJ LeMahieu in the last 24 hours.
Multi-hit Mike on the right-hand side. He's taking control of that batting title for the time being. Good job in the OPS department, driving the baseball. A lot of doubles, getting closer to that 20 home run mark. LeMahieu just starting that game in Oakland 0-for-1.
Brantley has a double and an infield base hit. He's 2 for 3 tonight. Batting with the bases loaded and nobody out, facing Nick Ramirez, who misses outside for ball 1.
Saw Nick Ramirez first game of this series, came in and threw 26 pitches on Monday.
Just missed the edge, 2-0. There's a ball in the center field for a base hit. 1 run scores. Springer, a great jump off second base. He'll score. 2 RBI single for Michael Brantley. And the Astros lead 5-0.
I think the fans voted right, 2K.
Michael Brantley now 78 runs batted in.
That's a beautiful piece of hitting in a situation where you might think about trying to get a little bit big and try and drive the ball out of the ballpark, but he stays on that cutter or slider away. That was a beautiful view again of his eyes, seeing the baseball to the barrel as he went up the middle to get 2 RBIs.
Now Alex Bregman will bat with first and second and nobody out. Brantley now a 3-for-4 night. Moves that average up to 338 during his hitting streak, which is 15 games. He is hitting 30 for 63. He is closing in on 500 over 15 games. That ball is not fielded in the air. That's going to be a ground ball. Safe at first base is Bregman. Brantley was uncertain whether that was a line drive out or a short hop. It was ruled a short hop, so they get the fielder's choice at second. 1 away in the inning.
Yeah, that's a tough read for Michael Brantley. Good hustle by Alex Bregman, not giving up on the play and hustling through there. Or did he?
Uh-oh. Well, they're not going to review it.
That's the second time in this series where I felt there were a reviewable play wasn't reviewed.
I know what the other one was.
Yeah, it could have taken some runs off the board.
Yeah, there was one where Michael Brantley doubled into right field. The ball lodged under the wall in right. Could have been a ground rule double had they reviewed that one. So no review from the Tigers. First and third, 1 out, and Yordan Alvarez will bat against the lefty Ramirez. Alvarez struck out facing Ramirez in the game on Monday. Yordan scalded a double his last time up for an RBI. Now 57 RBIs in 57 games. Three and one. Yuli waits on deck.
How's Brandon Dixon feeling right now? Can I not hold this guy on, please?
Ramirez just wanted to remind Dixon of why he was there.
And Alex is yelling back at him, hey man, I'm not going anywhere until this dude crushes one.
Yeah, Alex is like, my lead's big enough with this guy at the plate.
Oh my. He just takes malevolent hacks, doesn't he?
He does. They're pretty, they're on balance, but they are with.
Yeah, they're not wildly out of control. There's a purpose behind that swing.
That is pretty. Even on a foul ball, that's pretty.
It is. It's consistent, too.
Down and away, ball 4. Yordan draws a walk. That will load the bases with 1 away for Yuli Gurriel. To me, that's as impressive as anything with a 22-year-old, that he does not leave the zone on a close 3-2 pitch.
Absolutely. I couldn't agree more. We've said the same things about guys like Carlos Correa, Alex Bregman. They get in these situations as young hitters, and they see a lot of guys on the base paths. They want to have an impact, but they won't expand. It's pretty impressive.
I want a low strike, one of the few called by Rehak that maybe was out of the zone, and Yuli said, "Are you sure?" Yuli's grounded out twice, and he's been intentionally walked his last time. With that intentional walk of Yuli, that is one more than the Astros have issued all season. A.J. Hinch in 129 games has not put any hitter on an intentional walk. This one inside to Yuli. It's 2-1. David McKay started the inning, allowed a single and a couple of walks. Now Nick Ramirez. And this ball into shallow right center field. DeMera comes on. That's going to drop for a hit. Everybody advancing a bag. RBI single by Yuli Gurriel. 6-0. Yuli's 89th run batted into the year.
What a beautiful thing. Just about, 40 yards off the green, and you just get the lob wedge, pop it out there and have it settle. You end up getting an RBI out of it. They don't all have to be rockets. You can drop them out there and be just as productive. This is one of those innings that A.J. loves, where he sees productive AB after productive AB, and that's why that number is growing on the scoreboard for the Houston Astros.
Abraham Torro bats for the second consecutive time right-handed, and both of his right-handed at-bats as a major leaguer have been with the bases loaded. He has grounded out 3 times tonight, last time into a fielder's choice at home. This ball popped in the air, shallow right field. DeMera comes on, makes the catch. Bregman will not be able to score. Torro is now 0 for 4 as he flies out to right for the second out. Martin Maldonado will bat for the second consecutive time with the bases loaded. Martin has walked, struck out, and flied out tonight. All 3 runs this inning charged to David McKay, who retired all 6 batters he faced in the first 2 games of this series, but tonight gives up 3 without recording an out. Maldonado hooks one down the line and left, but he's out in front of this one. That one ended up on the train tracks foul. Or at least hit off the facade of the train tracks.
Yeah, pretty majestic foul ball. Trying to do his best Chirinos impression. Robinson Chirinos, the other catcher, got into one pretty good last night, put it up on the tracks. This one would count for a little bit more.
There's a strike. It's 1-2. Astros sending their 9th man to the plate this inning. They sent 7 to the plate in the 6th inning. Garrett Cole shook hands with A.J. Hinch seemingly a long time ago. Phil Smith's been ready for about the last 10 minutes in the bullpen. This is a 20-minute inning already, and Smith's like, I don't need to do anything else. He's going to relax, do a little calf stretch.
Calf, Achilles.
Good point.
Maybe. Verlander have about 5 baseballs in his hand right there?
What?
Did you see that?
I didn't. I was not. Oh, yeah. J.R. Richardson. And as soon as we shoot him, he drops them all.
Takes practice.
How many could JR get in there?
I think he's like 9 or 10.
Seriously?
Yeah, it was something ridiculous.
I'm going to have to find that picture now.
Yeah, it's pretty memorable. It should be easy to find.
How about Julia trying on JR's Hall of Fame jacket? Yeah, the tarp.
They could have covered the mound.
Another 2-2 pitch coming to Maldonado with the bases loaded and 2 outs. And Martin grounds one to short. Yuli really hustling, so they'll have to make the throw to first instead, which they do to retire the Astros. But 3-run score, the base is left loaded.
I'm Alex Bregman. I'm a ball player, and I'm trying to get back to the series. I don't want to worry about things like high electric bills, and I bet you don't either. That's why I called up the team at Champion Energy. I get a great contract, which every ball player loves. There's no hidden fees, no fine print, and a great low rate for all the electricity I use. So if you want a teammate you can count on, call Champion Energy. They'll hook you up.
Visit www.champion.energy/Astros today.
Hi, Jesse Palmer here, totally focused on Labor Day. Go time for furniture shopping, especially here at Rooms to Go, where our Labor Day sale is going on now. Get top styles, top quality, great Labor Day sale prices on room packages, and hundreds of other amazing buys. Plus, finance interest-free until March 20. It's a Labor Day sale. Easy, fast, affordable, and you get it all at Rooms to Go.
From the was ahead of its time. Still, we never stopped making it stronger, faster, smarter. Is to never, ever stop making it better. There's never been a better Mercedes-Benz family. Lease the C3 $99 a month with credit toward your Mercedes-Benz summer event.
Lowe's knows more daylight is more time to do your summer projects right. We do summer right too, with everyday deals on all you need. So what you want to do gets done how you want it. Now get Scott's Green Max Lawn Food for $18.98. Do it with Lowe's.
Houston Astros baseball on AT&T Sportsnet is presented by Toyota. Let's go places. 6-0 Astros. Fans having a good time tonight at Minute Maid Park. It's a thirsty Thursday, and the Astros are up 6-0 after a brilliant outing by Garrett Cole in his return to the rotation. And now he'll turn things over to Joe Smith.
Joe Smith doing a pretty good job out of that bullpen for the Astros. He's going to have to step up a little bit with Ryan Presley going on the injured list with that knee issue. You can see that 1.38 ERA, very coming back from that Achilles injury. And remember, he's got a lot of experience at the back end of those bullpens.
He will face the bottom third of the Tigers order. Ronnie Rodriguez, Dewell Lugo, and Jake Rogers. Rodriguez takes a called strike. Ronnie Rodriguez 1 for 2 tonight. Only 3 base runners allowed by Garrett Cole in 7 innings this evening. Single by Rodriguez in the second, a single by Victor Reyes in the 6th, and a walk to track inning. Only 1 batter would reach second innings of work for strikeout 12. This ball sent high in the air to left field, sending Michael Brantley back. He'll call off his buddy George Springer and put it away for the first out of the 8th inning. I know we share a mutual admiration of Garrett Cole's starts. It was so good to see him back after a layoff of over 2 weeks.
Yeah, because there's always a little bit of trepidation when you see those guys come back and you wonder if it's a nagging injury. The way it just kind of popped up and he missed maybe a start or 2 You're always kind of curious, is he going to kind of be tentative coming back? But he kind of threw that out of the window real quick when he pumped 97 the first pitch of the game. But it's nice to see him extend. That tells you that he is pretty healthy.
And 65 strikes of 94 pitches. He was filling up the zone tonight.
Absolutely, with a lot of velocity.
And when he got ahead, he was able to get this aggressive Tigers team to expand as Doel Lugo grounds out to second base for the second out.
Get to Minute Maid Park early this Saturday as 15,000 fans will receive an exclusive Colin McHugh dodging bobblehead presented by Germania Insurance, which immortalizes Colin's trip inside the Matrix. For tickets and info, visit astros.com/promotions. By the Tigers, but it might have been a little bit because that first time through the lineup, Garrett Cole was feeling very good.
Of course, Phil Boudreau came up with the answer of how many baseballs J.R. Richard can hold in one hand.
What is it?
8. 8 baseballs.
That's unreal.
In his right hand.
So that baseball, I mean, we have plenty of video on it, but that baseball must have looked like a ping pong ball in his hand.
I can't even imagine. There's a strike, 1-1. I think JB had 5, right? Was he working on 5?
Yeah, he was working on the 5 spot.
Here that may never be broken in Astros history. JR had his 10 strikeout total matched tonight by Garrett Cole. JR had 14 10-plus strikeout games in 2 seasons. Cole picked up his first this year, some 40 years after the second time JR did it. Jake Rogers with a 1-2 count. He struck out twice against Garrett Cole. Martin Maldonado checking on the home plate umpire. Well, Garrett with that 1-2-3 7th inning, he has now gone into the 7th inning with 33 at bats this year. Teams are 0 for 33 against him in the 7th inning with 19 strikeouts. He has pitched 1 full no-hitter plus 6 outs into the next no-hitter in the 7th inning.
Man.
Garrett's run of now 15 consecutive starts, looking for an 11-game winning streak if the Astros maintain this lead. Club record is 12 straight. Wade Miller won recently in 2002. There's a called third strike. Rogers goes down looking. Joe Smith, the 1-2-3 8th inning.
Like a summer romance, a perfect tan, or a plate of ribs. Just too good to last. Like 20% estimated savings on select Ford models. Plus, earn complimentary Pass rewards. The final days of the Hurry Up and Save sales event end soon. So get here before pumpkin spice shows up in everything and these deals ride off into the sunset.
It's the last chance to get 20% estimated savings on select Ford F-150s. So hurry in to your best in Texas Ford dealer today.
The bases are loaded once again for the guy in the start of the inning, Yuli Gurriel. That ball's driven deep to left field. Gordon looking up. Grand slam. Home run. 8-0 Astros. Yuli's second grand slam of his career. And home runs in back-to-back games.
Could you just sense that that was going to happen?
Some say it's a flash in the pan.
Jordan, number 11 on the season.
A success that's destined to fade.
Are you kidding me? Jordan goes deep.
A streak too good to be true.
He's done it again. Jordan Alvarez, second death.
To those doubters, we say records are meant to be crushed.
This week on Astros Bases Loaded, we take the Touch of History tour at Minute Maid Park, and Robinson Chirino along with Dad on the recent road trip. All that and more on Astros Bases Loaded, only on AT&T Sportsnet. Should be a fun episode, TK.
It should be, Michelle, for sure, as we head to the bottom half of the 8th inning. Astros leading the Tigers 6-0. And by the way, Michelle, I think after tonight you'll have some hosting roles.
Yes, sir.
You'll be in the studio and hosting here from Minute Maid Park, but I believe this is your last night filling in for Julia. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Josh Reddick, deep to right field, hooking, foul. Nice catch by that fan. Well, Michelle, I know you've worked with the Padres before. You've worked with the Rays. How was your first tour of Houston Astros baseball?
Unlike any other, I can tell you that right now, and that's a good thing. This team is so fun to be around. The fans are amazing. The broadcast team is amazing.
What?
Play-by-play, analyst, Carl, producer, Paul, Adam, everybody in the truck.
Ground ball right side. Well, we thank you. I know those are big shoes to fill, big heels to, big heels to fill for Julia.
I've gotten a lot of, where's Julia?
Oh, you did a great job.
Thank you. It's been fun, so thank you for letting me in.
We will look for you during more Astros Bases Loaded, more Astros pre- and post-game shows, and I know you'll be gathering interviews tonight after the game, so.
Yeah, don't be a stranger.
We'll be around. We'll see you around.
Yes, and hopefully this season goes pretty deep.
Yes, ma'am. That would be a nice thing. As Jake Marisnik's going to hit here for George Springer. Jake gets an at-bat in this 6-0 game. Gives George the rest of the night off, and he can get ready for the weekend series against the Angels. And you see Miles Straw on deck to hit for Jose Altuve. As Jake fouls one back and is down to the count 0-2. Jake started last night. Ended up 0 for 3. Nick Ramirez in his second inning of work did not allow a run. All 3 inherited runs that he took on came around to score. Gave up a couple of hits and a walk in his inning last inning. And he gets Jake there, chasing the changeup. That is the first strikeout for Ramirez, 2 away in the 8th.
League leaders are going to be presented to you by Houston Methodist. Astros in August over the years since 2015. That would be when A.J. Hinch showed up to take command of the Astros. It's been a rough August in all of those years. And that 12-7 record hopefully will be 13-7 by the end of the night. Why does it feel worse? Feels like it should be a 500 record.
Feels like they haven't played that well?
Yeah.
Well, they had that big stretch, that 8-game stretch, right before they kind of scuffled a little bit on the tail end of that road trip going to Chicago and Oakland. Straw pinch hitting for Altuve, grounds out to end the inning. Astros lead 6-0. We'll head to the ninth.
Hey. Really? Hi, guys.
We like the gray.
It's car buying season at Nissan's Bottom Line Model Year-End event. Get the bottom line on the last of our 2019s, like the Tech Advanced Rogue and Altima. Hurry in for model year-end savings on our full line. Now, save up to $3,500 or get a low $199 per month lease on the 2019 Nissan Rogue.
Your business is up and running, but is it going beyond fast? Comcast Business gives you high-speed internet. We also have solutions like powerful Wi-Fi, more coverage, and automatic internet backup that can keep your business running. And it all starts with our gig speed network. So give us 10 minutes. If we can't offer you faster speed or better savings than your current internet service, we'll give you $300 for your time. Call now to get your Comcast Business 10-minute advantage. Comcast Business, beyond fast.
I switched from Dodge.
We switched from Ford.
I switched from Ram. I switched
to Chevy. We switched to Chevy.
For dependability.
For these guys.
And just look at it.
We switched to Chevy.
See for yourself why people are switching at the Chevy All-Star Open House.
Get 20% below MSRP on all 2019 Silverado double cab pickups. That's over $97.50 on this Silverado. Chevy drives Texas. Find new roads.
The Power Player is brought to you by TXU Energy, and of course, it is the reemergence of Garrett Cole after that hamstring scare. He looked pretty good in this outing against the Detroit Tigers. 14th game this season of 10-plus Ks. Another excellent outing. He threw 94 pitches, only allowed 2 hits, 1 walk, 12 strikeouts in this ball game. We saw that fastball jump out of his hand consistently, averaging around 97.5 miles an hour. Also had the slider and the curveball when he needed it. We didn't see too many changeups because he relied so much on that power heater.
He should next pitch again on Wednesday against the Tampa Bay Rays, the middle game of that 3-game series. As Joe Biagini just activated today, in case you missed it before the game, Ryan Presley going on the injured list and Biagini back at active.
Here to pick up a couple of innings and bring a fresh arm with him. He has pitched a lot this season between Toronto and Houston. This will be his 55th appearance.
Ryan Presley will have knee surgery and be out 4 to 6 weeks. Astros hoping to get him back for the beginning of the postseason, if not the very tail end of the regular season. Also, Abraham Torro added to the roster, and Jack Mayfield optioned back to AAA Round Rock. Biagini, who was going to get called up anyhow when rosters expanded on September 1st, back with the team now. He's got a 1-on-1 count on Victor Reyes, who is 1 for 3 tonight. He has one of the 2 hits for the Tigers in this game. A nice breaking ball for a called strike. It's 1-2. Dropped in the hook. Swing and a miss. Biagini picks up a strikeout of the first batter he faces. 14 strikeouts for Astros pitching, 1 away in the 9th. Make sure to stay tuned after our game for the Astros post-game show presented by Whataburger. Garrett Cole dominant in his return. 7 shutout innings, allowing 2 hits and a walk, striking out a dozen. Michael Brantley, the hitting machine that he is, 15-game hitting streak, and Yordan Alvarez continues his RBI per game. 57 runs batted in now in his first 57 major league games. Kevin Eschenfelder, Mike, as Harold Castro takes a strike. The only infielder who's made a play tonight for the Astros has been Jose Altuve, who's no longer in the game. Miles Straw has replaced Altuve at second. Jake Marisnick has replaced George Springer in center. But Altuve, when he was in there, fielded 4 ground balls. Bregman has not had a ground ball. Abraham Torro in his major league debut has not had a ground ball.
Abraham probably thinks these guys play boring baseball.
It's fun to watch Garrett Cole and not get any action in your debut.
Yeah, 4 ground balls, 3 flyouts, and 12 strikeouts. Got to play catch with some of the infielders, throwing that baseball around on those strikes.
Toro, tough night in his big league debut at the plate. 0 for 4. A couple of chances with the bases loaded. There's a ground ball, and Straw can't quite make the play. Far to his left, Harold Castro with a ground ball single to right field. Just the 3rd hit tonight for the Tigers. Straw playing at second base. We've seen him at shortstop early in the season. Now getting a chance to play second. Here's John Hicks, the pinch hitter. Hicks hit the game-winning home run last night, and tonight he hits one deep on the first pitch he sees from Biagini, and this one is way up there off the light stanchion. That was above the World Series championship banner. Hicks on the first pitch hits a home run. 6-2 game. Hicks pinch hitting for Miguel Cabrera as the DH takes one swing and hits it out for his 10th home run of the year.
That was just a good old-fashioned ambush. Wow, pretty aggressive bat flip. That ball was crushed.
All right, he's
hit the light standard, but not nearly where Sammy Sosa got it.
Yeah, but he's taken aim on some cherished spots here at Minute Maid Park. He took aim at the banner there. Last night he put a hole in the Landry's Crawford boxes sign. He's leaving a mark. That sign right there looked better before Hicks' home run last night.
Well, we need some Band-Aids.
Niko Goodrum, the batter, takes a call strike. Astros will get the bullpen going in this 6-2 game. Roberto Osuna warming up just in case. This is the first game Miles Straw has played at second base at the big league level. Had him work out a little bit at second base. Hit the minor leagues after his last option. This ball's hit well, and back goes Josh Reddick, and this ball is into the bullpen. Back-to-back home runs allowed by Joe Biagini, a two-run shot by John Hicks, and now Niko Goodrum connects on his 12th home run of the year. And all of a sudden it's 6-3 in favor of the Astros. And probably Roberto Osuna will begin to warm up with a little more alacrity as Brent Strom, the pitching coach, will go out to have a word here with Joe, giving up back-to-back home runs.
Yeah, this is stall tactic right here by Brent Strom. He will have some words for Biagini to try and get him back in and get him down in the zone. But it's also an opportunity for that bullpen to ramp it up and get loose.
Biagini had allowed 8 home runs on the season prior to tonight, all with Toronto. Those first 2 home runs allowed in an Astros uniform have made it a 6-3 game. And now the first baseman Brandon Dixon will bat. Dixon 0 for 3 tonight as flied out, popped up, and struck out. There's a swinging strike. Dixon down to the count 0-2. Series tomorrow will kick off with Zach Greinke facing the Los Angeles Angels. Be Greinke and Wade Miley the first 2 games, and then to be announced, somebody from the minor leagues for game 3 of that weekend series to take the spot of Aaron Sanchez, who was placed on the injured list after his last start. A's have opened up a 5-0 lead on the Yankees in the 4th inning. Oakland going for a sweep of the New York Yankees. Trying to go to 6-1 on that homestand against the Astros and the Yankees. Ground ball slowly hit towards Bregman. Alex with his first play at short tonight. Throw on the money for the second out. Well, the Tigers down to their final out. Travis Demerit will bat. Demerit 0 for 2 with a walk tonight. I would think if Demerit reaches base, that might be the end of the night for Joe Biagini. AJ usually likes to give his closer a little bit of wiggle room and not bring him up with a tying run at the plate. But Biagini down in the count 3-0 here and misses ball 4. And in fact, Biagini will not face another batter. 4-pitch walk to Demerit will be the last batter he faces. So a 3-run inning and a walk here with 2 outs. Roberto Osuna will come on in a save situation with a tying run on deck in this 6-3 game when we come back.
All right, so this is how it's going to go down. You are going to say, you'll get the best deal of the year on Xfinity TV and internet. And you even get this. Mike, you're on balloons. Sarah, you're going to high-five everybody. Ben, you're going to be wowing them with your dance moves.
Don't miss the Xfinity Best Deal of the Year. Now that's simple, easy, awesome. Get amazing TV and internet during our Best Deal of the Year with huge savings of $600 over 2 years. Plus a speed upgrade to 400 megs free for 2 years. And ask about even more savings with Xfinity Mobile. Click, call, or visit a store today.
Here's your Buick, sir. Actually, that's my Buick.
How are we going to fit in your mom's Buick?
Easy.
I like that new Buick.
Me too.
I was actually talking about that Buick.
I knew that.
Did you?
Buick's fresh new lineup is full of surprises. Texas residents get this low-mileage lease on this 2019 Buick Encore for around $199 per month. Or get over $4,200 below MSRP on this 2019 Buick Encore Preferred.
So, Kim, you going for a big Drive Safe and Save discount?
Yep, using the app. I've been quite vigilant.
Easy, easy.
But you're in labor.
Don't mess with my discount.
Get a discount up to 30% with Drive Safe and Save.
Will you have lunch with me?
I don't believe it.
Astros 6, Tigers 3. 2 outs in the 9th inning. Roberto Osuna taking over. After this game, the Angels will be in town. It will be Players Weekend. And then after that, it'll be the Tampa Bay Rays in town for Tuesday night, scheduled to be Justin Verlander, who leads the American League in ERA, and Charlie Morton currently number 2 before tonight's start by Garrett Cole.
Should be a fun matchup.
Cole may have passed Morton tonight in that trio right at the top of the AL ERA race, and Roberto Osuna on in the 9th with 1 on and 2 outs.
He has 2 saves in this series already to get him to that 29 number. He is looking for his 30th here tonight. Against the Detroit Tigers, very good numbers, 2.81 ERA. The opponent batting average under 200.
Well, disappointing for A.J. Hinch that he has to use Roberto Osuna tonight. As Blummer mentioned, he worked the first 2 games of this series and also worked the last game in Oakland. So now that'll be 4 out of 5 games for Osuna. He did pick up a save in Oakland to close out that series, and then saves 28 and 29 to start this series. Runner on the go, and Osuna has missed with the first 2. That'll be fielder's indifference. Nope, they're going to give Travis Demeritte a stolen base on that. So no fielder's indifference. Stolen base number 4 for Demeritte, his easiest attempt of the season. And Osuna's missed with the first 3 with a tying run on deck. It's 3-0 to Ronnie Rodriguez. Astros having trouble getting to the finish line here. That's a 4-pitch walk. So the Tigers, after 1 out of the 9th inning, down by 6, will bring the tying run to the plate. Into Lugo.
Well, hopefully that's just a little bit of rust for Roberto Osuna, who's probably hanging out there until he saw Joe Biagini have some issues giving up the long ball, and then he had to ramp it up and get loose pretty quick. But things are getting real fast here for Roberto Osuna with 2 runners on.
Springer and Altuve have already been lifted from this game for pinch hitters in the bottom half of the 8th inning. Become an uncomfortable scenario here for A.J. Hinch as Osuna has missed with the first 5 pitches. There's a strike. Well, Lugo 0 for 3 tonight, 1 for 15 in the series. That ball hit pretty well to right field. Reddick all the way back at the wall, and he reaches up and puts the game away. The Tigers nearly tied the game up on a 3-run home run. Instead, Reddick makes the catch. Much closer than we thought it would be tonight at the end, as the Astros win it by the final score of 6-3.
It's good to have Josh Reddick out there. Maybe we'll call him Code Red because he's done so much good work on that wall.
3rd time in Osuna's career he has saved 30 games or more. Picks up his 30th save of 2019. Got a little dicey at the end, but the Astros come away with a victory 6-3 and take 3 out of 4 from the Tigers. Plenty more.
To a country, to a sport. That's what she's going to have to do here.
Well, she was so instrumental in his career and getting him back on track.